What's up,
Yeah.
bro? You hear me now?
Hold on. Hold on.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. Hold up.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
All right.
you. All right. Let's go. 10 seconds. What is up? What is up, everybody? We are live. We are live. We are live. First and foremost, want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, the God, Son Yahweh Shai, the Word called Jesus Christ. This is another episode of Saucy Discourse. Season 2, episode 22. It's all right. It's the theme of this episode. We can do that in a minute. Shout out to Jay-Z, Memphis Blake for It's All Right, bringing us in. And always remember, for the words of Fat Joe,
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
exactly. I'm your boy Jeff.
And I'm your boy Marcus.
What's up, bro? You all right, man? You all right? Man, we got a lot to get into, man. You know, we definitely started with the NBA draft because there was some winners and there definitely was some losers last night. We get to that in a minute, but man, you all right, man? You good? Rodney called me today. No, he texted me today, right? And he told me to check up on you because he put you on suicide watch. You know, based on your orange and blue skies or what the hell happened last night. We get to that moment, but I just want to make sure you're alright, bro. You good? Oh man. Let's start with the NBA draft. Get this out the way. We got some Kyrie news coming up after we talk about the draft. First pick
Hmm.
went to the Orlando Magics. They drafted excuse me, I might be butchering these names. Palio Benchero from the Duke Blue
Monchero,
Devils.
yes. Yeah.
Bonchero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, did you think he's gonna go number one? Who you had going number one?
I had Jabari Smith Jr. going number one. I just thought that he was a better scorer than Paulo. At least he's more. I believe he's more athletic. I think he's more of a natural scorer than what I see from Paulo. Paulo, he's a good scorer too, but I just, in my opinion, uh, Jabari Smith Jr. reminds me of a. Excuse me. He reminds me of a Carmelo Anthony that plays defense. He's more athletic. I think that is what Orlando has been starving for, a superstar scorer. They have Cole Anthony, and I believe this for Paulo though is to get rid of Jonathan Isaac. That's bad to say because he is also from the Bronx, but when you have not played in almost 3 years because of a torn ACL, we don't know what you're going to be when you come back. You have been beyond injury prone, and unfortunately, the team gave you a long term contract, and unfortunately, they can't trust you anymore because you're way too injury prone. So at this point in time, I believe that they felt that Paulo Banchero was a better, in their opinion, offensive scorer. I disagree. I had no problem saying that Paulo's a good scorer, a great scorer probably. I just think that Jabari Smith Jr. is more NBA ready now, in my opinion. And now that he's in Houston, I give it another 2 or 3 years, bro. In Houston, as we're gonna get to number three, uh, Houston might be a problem in the next year or two. If they keep getting the right pieces, they might be a problem. You got Jalen Green, you got this kid Shangoon, you got uh now you got Jabari Smith Jr. This is after they traded Christian Wood to the Mavericks. This team is probably I would say 2 to 3 players away from actually competing and have a good young nucleus. What are your thoughts about this?
I like the pick. I
I do
thought
too.
he was going. I thought he was going number one overall. I
Hmm.
think he's he's the most complete player. NBA ready type player. Um, in this whole draft class. So I did have him going number one. So I think it's a good pickup for Orlando Magics. And I think in a couple of years they could be them and Detroit could be emerging in the Eastern Conference.
I
But
agree with you.
great pick by Orlando Magics.
I agree with you.
Um, do me a favor, turn the TV down a little bit.
Better?
The sec, yeah, it's good. The second pick went to Chet Holmgren from
Hmm.
Gonzaga Bulldogs to the Thunder. What was your thought on that pick?
Um, I mean, that's what I expected. I expect them to go to Oklahoma City. All these weird comparisons I was watching the draft that I like Kendrick Perkins at times, but his comparisons are a little bit weird. He compared this guy Chet Holmgren to Kristaps Porzingis and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now we both know he is nowhere near close to Giannis. He may not ever touch Giannis. Now, if you say Porzingis, I'll buy that. But I think he's a better pass. He's already a better passer, facilitator than Porzingis is. Shot blocker, maybe around the same element as Porzingis. And we haven't necessarily seen him shoot consistently like Porzingis has. But calling him a combination between Porzingis and Giannis, that's I'm not buying that at all. Overall, this is a good pick for the Oklahoma City Thunder, who Sam Presti, I believe he's one of the best GMs in the game right now. And obviously, we'll get to the other part later. Sam Presti is a genius. He knows what he's doing. And eventually, though, Oklahoma City, you have all these picks, but eventually you're going to have to do something with these picks and get another asset. You already have Dort, you have SGA, you have Derek Favors, you have now you have Holmgren, you have all these young players and assets. You have Josh Giddey, but eventually you're going to have to turn one of these players, other than SGA, to get another star. Because that's what Oklahoma City fans do deserve. Or I still like to call them Seattle, because in my opinion, I think Oklahoma City should be Seattle. That's a whole nother conversation. But overall, Chet Holmgren was a good pick. What's a good pickup for them?
Um, I agree with you. That was a good pick. The comparisons with Kendrick Perkins, I get he was actually saying. The reason why he compared him to Giannis was his he's able to
Blasphemous.
attack the rim.
Blasphemous. Let's
Is
just say
he's able to
blasphemous.
attack? Why is it blasphemous?
It's blasphemous because you're not. Chet Holmgren has no game. If he's talking about, if he's comparing Giannis to like an early Giannis when he was young and skinny, okay, I possibly can see that.
That's what
If
he
that's what's
compared him
going
to.
cool. Oh, okay, but I'm
He's a
thinking he's
rookie.
talking about no, he's talking about Giannis as of now. But I'm like, I ain't seen
Oh,
him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Giannis is way more dominant now than he was when he came in the league.
Way more dominant.
But but he just saying his availability to attack the rim like Giannis to get to the rim. He could do that.
Right.
Um,
Well, I can
and
see that.
Porzingis, I can see that the size, same body mass as Porzingis. Yeah, I get that.
I
But I
also
think it's
see
a
he's
good
going.
pickup for the Thunder.
I think he got to put on some muscle, man. I mean, you like 195, bro. You got to put on some more muscle. He too way
Yeah,
too
he
skinny.
has a Kevin Durant body.
Yeah, but eventually kept. Yeah, I
Kevin
see
Durant
that. I
what?
see that. I see that.
When did Kevin Durant gain weight?
I'm sorry. You think it was like Seattle when he first came in? Yeah, he was that same frame, and then he gained some muscle.
When?
Kevin Durant is not the same size as he was when he's in Seattle before
I
he
don't know
turned to
about
Oklahoma
that.
City.
The man ain't eating no yams, no baked macaroni and cheese, and I know that.
I don't know.
Definitely.
Maybe this is what he prefers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't want to listen to people like us. If when you're the best scorer in the game, pure scorer, I mean, it just doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, when you got a cheater like Giannis, want to just bully you around because he's all muscled up and bully you around the damn rim,
Here you
and
go.
then he gets all frustrated. Put on some damn
Here
weight.
you go. Here you go.
I'm just
Here
saying, put
you
on some
go.
damn weight. Go to Big Mama
Here
house.
you go.
Eat
Here you
all the
go.
yams, the baked macaroni and cheese, the collard greens, the
Mm,
stuffing, anything that
mm.
Big Mama cooks. Kevin Durant need to eat to gain some damn weight. Then get your butt in the gym and gain some more muscles. AD did it.
And what did that lead him to getting injured every 2-3 games?
First of all, with no disrespect, Anthony Davis. That's number one. Number two, Anthony
I'm not
Davis is the
disrespecting. I'm just telling the
champion.
facts. I'm just
He's the
okay.
champion,
You want to
and
throw
he's
the
top
bubble in there
75. So
too?
don't do. Yes.
No.
They don't count now. Oh, now the bubble don't count. And, why the bubble doesn't count? You was watching it, right?
There was nothing else to watch. Let's put it like that. There was nothing else
Uh,
to watch.
you had baseball going on. You had football going on.
There was nothing going on at that time. There was nothing going on at that time. I'm sorry, we were fresh off the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and who won that Super Bowl? The greatest of all time. But we get to him
Can we
in
please
another
stick on?
segment.
Can we please stick on subject? Okay, I said
Well,
fresh
well,
off the
first,
Super
well,
Bowl.
first of all, Tom, we can talk about Tom Brady because he's the goat, and don't disrespect the goat like that. Okay, all right, let's go to the third the third pick went to the Rockets, and they had Jabari Smith from the
Hmm.
Auburn Tigers. What was your thoughts on this pick?
I love Jabari Smith on this pick. That's why I said I think, in my opinion, I would take Jabari Smith number one, and the Rockets got a huge hole, and the Rockets are on their way, bro. All they gotta do now is find a way to buy the hell out of John Wall. Like, come on, man, get John Wall the hell out of there. Trade him, buy him out. Like, the man is what, 34, 35, and he's collecting a 45 million contract, $1 million contract. Come on, man. Let buy out that contract. Obviously, everybody know he ain't playing. He's not going to play. Yeah, obviously, no other team is going to be crazy enough. Well, I can't say all, but all 29 other teams are not. 28 other teams are not going to trade him. They're not going to trade for him. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. But let nothing withstanding, Jabari Smith Jr., best team in the game. I mean, one of the best teams, up and coming teams. I believe Houston Rockets will be. And I love Jabari Smith Jr., and I believe he should have been a number one pick.
I don't think he should have been number one pick, but he definitely was top three going into the draft, so he did get drafted top three.
Mm.
Um, as for the Rockets, is a good pickup for the Rockets. The Rockets has some good pieces
Good.
to grow. It is going to take a couple of years. As far as John Wall, um, I agree with you on the buyout, but I think there are teams out there that could use the services of John Wall, like the Knicks. But anyway, and let's get to the number 4 pick in the draft. That went to the Sacramento Kings. Keegan Murray from Iowa Hawkeyes. What was your thoughts on Murray getting drafted to the Kings?
Um, I understand the reason why Jaden Ivey didn't want to go to Sacramento, and that is the reason why they picked up Keegan Murray. Because I don't understand Sacramento anymore. You already have Sabonis. You're already going to have a small front line. Keegan Murray is going to be your four. Sabonis is going to move to your five, and now you got Harrison Barnes as your three. You still don't have a legit two because you traded Tyrese Halliburton in the damn in during the damn season unexpectedly, and you still got the one of my opinion the best point guards in the game, De'Aaron Fox. The problem you still have is now you don't have no bigs. So you have a proven scorer in Keegan Murray, who, as for what I've heard from all sources and listening to the guys like Jay Billis, he's the most NBA pro ready player right now because he's already 22. I've never thought that a late bloomer or a player like Keegan Murray was 22 needs to be is the most NBA pro ready. 22, in my opinion, is still damn young. He still needs to develop. But nevertheless, I thought he'd be perfect for Indiana. But obviously, for the reasons with Jaden Ivey, and obviously we're gonna get to him. This it made perfect sense. It just didn't make any sense. Now you have no big man. You have Sabonis, who's like 6'8", 6'9", and Keegan Murray is pretty much the same height. So those are your two front court players, and you have no 7-footers. You have no shot blockers. You have no defenders. So once again, and not really, you don't even have any shooters. Sacramento is going to be playing every team. Every time somebody plays Sacramento, other than De'Aaron Fox speeding down the court in transition, you don't really have any legitimate shooters. Go ahead.
Keegan Murray is a good pick to add to the pieces. I'm
Good
with you
player on the
now.
team.
Yeah, I don't get the Sacramento Kings. I don't know why. DeAndre what's his name? DeAndre Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Derek Fox. I don't know why he's still on the team. I mean, we could anybody could use his services, and if I was him, I would ask for a damn trade because damn it, I want to win. And
Mm-hmm.
talent like that is being wasted,
Mm-hmm.
and he should go somewhere else. But good pickup for the Sacramento Kings. Next pick went to the Detroit Pistons. Jane Ivey, the guy you was hoping your New Jersey Knicks was going for. What was your thoughts on the Pistons picking up Jayden Ivey? That's okay. Let it out. Let it out.
See, people like you be sitting there with a smile on your face, knowing not. See, something should have told me that this was the beginning of the downfall of my team last night. Apparently, we traded up. We tried to trade. We tried to trade. We tried to trade, and obviously, it didn't happen. And we see why with the emotion that this kid Jaden Ivey had shown last night. His mother is a noted coach for Notre Dame. I believe she was also an assistant with Memphis last year before she became head coach. And Jaden Ivey, in my opinion, is John Morant 2.0, which is a little bit taller. He has explosiveness. He has speed. He is still growing to become a better three-point shooter. And I believe this was the pick that my team could desperately use because for some damn reason, even after everything that just happened, we still don't have a fucking point guard. And we will go into that a little bit later, all this confusion bullshit. But I believe, in my honest opinion, I am very happy for the Detroit Pistons because I am a fan of. I do like Detroit. I have family out there, and they have been suffering. Um, I believe now you got Kate Cunningham, Jaden Ivey. You did trade Jeremy Grant to Portland for a second round pick, and obviously now you have a nucleus with Jaden Ivey, Kate Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes. You have a squad now, and I believe Detroit Pistons are finally on their way up in a very long time, and I am happy to say that. I believe that Detroit Pistons won this draft because not only did you pick up Jaden Ivey, but you also picked up Jaden Duran from Memphis, the center, who was an athletic big, just like they already have Beef Stew Isaiah Stewart. So now you have both of them possibly in the starting lineup, or one or the other interchangeable, and they have the second most offseason salary cap in the NBA this upcoming offseason. So I believe they're trying to make moves. They're trying to get players, maybe like a Miles Bridges, maybe a trade for Gordon Hayward, maybe some more scorers or defenders on their team, two-way players. And I believe with all of that, I believe, like you said, I agree with you 100%. The Detroit Pistons are finally on their way up. And it is about damn time. It is well deserved because that is a very hard basketball loving town, city that has been starving for some playoff success. And the last time Detroit was in the playoffs was 2014, 2015 when they played their hearts out in a very ultra competitive series against the then LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love Cleveland Cavaliers, and unfortunately I got swept with Stan Van Gundy and had not tasted playoff success since. I believe with another piece or two, Detroit is going to the playoffs.
You said the Detroit Pistons going to the playoffs next year?
No, I said that with another piece or two, Detroit Pistons will go to the playoffs. It depends who they get.
Okay.
Depends who they get. If they get a star, if they get another star or another couple scorers, they might be on their way.
Good pick for the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons is on the come up. There's another team with Orlando and the other team. I forgot the other team I said before, but they definitely Houston, yeah. Houston is definitely the Detroit Pistons is definitely on the rise, and I'm paying close attention to the Detroit Pistons. See, you see, my partner right here, Mr. Wilson. I tried to convince him to get another team. Go to another team, and he just want to be miserable. And stick to his pathetic Knicks. Now he said he got a family in Detroit. He like the Detroit Pistons, but this man would not leave the New York Knicks. Can you at least consider? I said consider you being a Detroit Pistons fan and leave the New York Knicks.
We'll talk about that when we get down the line.
So right now you still stick with your pathetic Knicks. That's what you say.
We'll see. All right.
Well, my God, you're unbelievable.
You know what? Let's keep going because I'll answer your question in a couple of minutes.
Okay. Well, Detroit Pistons. Like I said, it was a great pick for them. They're on the come up. Detroit needs to go after a DA.
Oh, DeAndre
Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. And remember this, he's only 23 years old. Even though he plays like he's 34 years old. DeAndre Ayton would be a good pickup for the Detroit Pistons because he has experience.
Right.
And I believe he can elevate this team and get them to where they want to be. They have to go after DeAndre Ayton. I'm not sure about Miles Bridges, but he's one of the best two-way players in the league right now. But I think they need a big like DeAndre Ayton to be the centerpiece and veteran on this team, and I think that will be a good pickup for the Detroit Pistons.
I mean, it's kind of weird you're talking about a 22, 23-year-old need to be a veteran. But
I say he is a veteran.
Well, I mean, 22, 23, he still got a lot of learning to do because he was pretty much a no-show in the entire playoffs against Dallas Mavericks. He was outplayed by guys like Powell. He was outplayed pretty much everybody who was going up against him.
Yeah, I mean, the man needs some more confidence, but I'm saying that, he has the experience to get what the Detroit Pistons trying to do, and that's the playoffs. That's the first task. And number two, go deep in the playoffs. He has the experience. Even though he didn't show up against Giannis, that cheater. By the way, the Lord had mercy. He got away with a lot of stuff against
Oh
DeAndre
my
Ayton. Don't
God,
get me started. I got a laundry list. I got a laundry list of what Giannis did to Da, hitting him with elbows, stuff like that. And basketball operations want to act like they ain't see anything. I took no. It's funny. No, it's funny. I talked to Malik Rose yesterday.
Oh my
I
God,
talked
here
to
we
Malik
go.
Rose yesterday, right? And I asked him, was he very excited about going to the draft and stuff like that? I asked him. I like Malik Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite player in this draft? What team? I no, not player. I asked him, what team are you paying very closely with
Mm-hmm.
in this draft? He said the Detroit Pistons
Mm-hmm.
because, like you said, they have the money to
Right.
spend in the off season,
Right.
and they could pick up some good players in the draft. They got numerous draft picks. I like very
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to Giannis, right? Hitting Da with elbows. By the way, I actually hey, did you see Giannis play against the Phoenix Suns in the finals? He's like, yeah. I like. Did you notice any wrongdoing Giannis was doing to Da? Like, yeah, he got away with a lot of stuff. A
Oh
lot
my God, here
of
we
being a
go.
bully on the court,
Here we go.
bullying
The man has gained
Deontay.
30 pounds of muscle, and now all of a sudden he's a damn bully.
I'm talking about cheap shots. I'm talking about cheap shots. Like Shaq was taking cheap shots against Matumbo. Remember that NBA final where Shaq was actually destroying Matumbo with the elbows and stuff like that. Matumbo, with getting left, getting hit in the shin with the elbow. That's exactly what Giannis was doing against DeAndre Ayton. Okay, and nobody called a foul, offensive foul on Giannis. It was totally unfair to Da. That's all I'm saying.
See, nobody's buying that crap that you're spewing, but
And
whatever.
they crap.
It
Giannis a
is
cheater.
absolutely crap. Oh man,
The
put some of the nonsense.
who next week? Um,
That would be
Cavaliers.
Indiana.
No, it's Cavaliers.
How's
Right?
the Cavaliers? No, Indiana.
Wait, hold on.
It was the Pistons, number 5.
Oh, Pistons. Oh yeah, Cavaliers. My fault. My fault.
No,
Uh,
Pacers.
Pacers, right? That's what I
Yes,
just said.
Pacers. Yo,
All
you
right, the
said that.
Pacers. Oh, sorry. So the sixth pick goes to the Pacers. They drafted Benedict. What's his last name? Maturin, whatever, from the Arizona Wildcats. What's your thoughts on this pick for the Pacers?
This is a damn good pick. He's a good hybrid player. You can put him as a 2. You can put him as a 3 if you want to go small ball. Or you put him with like a small ball 4. He can shoot. He can defend. He's very explosive. He has very nice length. Plays good defense. Yeah, he's one of the best players in my opinion coming out of Arizona, and a team like the Pacers could use him. With him and Halliburton, Miles Turner, they got a squad now. It remains to be seen what they're going to do with Malcolm Brogdon. So this is my opinion. The Pacers had a very good draft, and it's not really been talked about. I think the Pacers had a very good draft last night, and I believe the Pacers, all these teams, except for one, they are gathering a lot of young assets and a lot of young talent and developing them. And this is finally the direction I believe the NBA is going. That you gather a lot of young talent and you see what you have and you play the whole developmental thing. You develop these young players and you see what potential, not just role players, stars, but potentially great starters that you already have, except for one fucking team. But I'll get to that in a little bit. But go ahead.
Rumors is that the Knicks might be going after
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
Brondon.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't want to hear it.
What?
Continue.
What? I'm saying it's a rumor around the league. Y'all might be going after him from the, try to
Yeah.
get him in the trade. That's why y'all got all those draft picks to get a Brondon. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, like you said, it was a good pick by the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers got some nice pieces. He is I believe he's top 5, one of the best players in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, and it's very interesting what the Pacers gonna do, especially when it comes to Miles Turner. Are you gonna sign him to a long term contract, or are you gonna try to get some other pieces for him? It's gonna be very interesting what Larry Bird and the rest of the crew at Indiana is gonna do going
Right.
forward and rebuilding this Pacer team.
I would agree with that.
The next pick went to the Trailblazers, and they got Sheridan, Shaden
Shady on
Sharp,
Sharp. Shady Sharp.
Shadion Sharp from the Kentucky Wildcats, a guard. What's your thoughts on the Trailblazers getting Mr. Sharp?
Well, they call him the man of mystery because the man ain't played a whole not one game for Kentucky. I believe he was hurt. He never played. He only played like hell. He didn't play a game in Kentucky. He was hurt. I believe he was. They showed video of him playing at like some I don't know, it was AAA or some not AAA, like
Yeah, some
some different league,
Euro
summer
League and
league.
some shit.
It might have been Euro League or something like that. But he's supposed to come into Kentucky. He got injured, and the last thing that you need from a team like Portland with Damian Lillard and now Jeremy Grant is a player that, regardless of Dame has liked what he sees from him, you need to see a player that actually has had some type of film. And the confusing fact is the fact that you don't have this, you'll have no idea what this guy is going to be. It's confusing as hell to me. I think the pro comparison that this Shady Young Sharp had was to Zach Levine. Shooting, he could drive, he could do everything that Zach Levine does, but he's already coming off a major injury. So he's a major risk reward. If he turns out to be Zach Levine 2.0, good. If he doesn't, this sets back Portland all over again.
Um, I think it was a bad pick for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they should have got they had better options. I'm gonna just keep it real. They not need to get the hell out of there, bro. You need to. I mean, you're gonna trade for Jeremy Grant. I mean, my God. I mean, a
I
round of
agree with that.
applause. A round of
I agree with
applause.
that.
I mean,
I agree
oh,
with
that's
that.
really gonna help Damon Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. They really need to ask for a damn trade and get the hell out of Portland. Okay,
And where
because
would you want him to
obviously
go to? Where would you like him to
well,
go?
of course,
What kind of
Brooklyn with KD. KD. Once we get Damian Lillard, you're like, what the hell with Kyrie? If he does, if he does want to opt in, good. Go get Damian Lillard, and I think the Nets should be more aggressive, and I believe they're gonna be more aggressive. We get that to in a minute with the whole Kyrie fiasco, real quick. But Dame Dollar needs to get the hell out of Portland. I don't care where he out. Damn it! I don't care if he go to the Dallas Mavericks. He need to get the hell out of there because obviously the Portland Trail Blazers are rebuilding. Okay, you gonna draft a player who haven't played in 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Not 1 year. 3 years?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not like Kyrie Irving only played like 6 games for Duke. We got drafted number 1 overall. This man haven't played in 3 years, and you gonna pick this man as a top draft pick? Then if I was England, I ask for a damn trade. Okay, I want to go play with another superstar, and what else? Who else should he play for is the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, if Kyrie don't have feelings and don't want to opt in it this year, player option, and you want to sign and trade and go somewhere else. Okay, they really would be the perfect tee not only to get back at Kyrie Irving, but also make Kevin Durant happy.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Um,
I'm just
the
letting
next,
you. You know, we both in our feelings today.
the New Orleans Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's another name they got to change. I don't like it. I just never liked the Pelicans.
But go ahead, talk to Malik Rose about that. See what happens.
Well, Malik Rose had nothing to do with that. He's not an owner.
I mean, go ahead. You
He
got it.
only deals with the league. He doesn't deal with team. He
I
said,
know. I got you. I hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
um, Pelicans drafted eighth overall. They got Dyson Daniels, a guard. They don't have a school listed. I don't know where he's from. I never even heard of this guy.
G League Ignite.
Oh,
Yeah.
G League Unite. Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. Okay, so what is your thoughts on the Pelicans getting
Um,
Dyson Daniels?
he's a good player. He got a nice inside game. He's like a nice floater game. Great playmaker. This is essentially the playmaker that they needed before they traded Lonzo Ball.
Oh, okay.
He can be a improved defender. He's not a shooter by no means whatsoever. He has to improve in that game. Also has to improve his free throw shooting. But in terms of driving to the lane and dishing, and he gives all for his size. For his size, I believe like 6'5", 6'6". He's uh he's a prototypical Lonzo Ball type. He can get the boards out to transition, and when you have a guy like this who can give the ball, dish the ball out, and play defense. By the way, you got guys like him. God forbid we have a healthy Zion, C.J. McCollum, and Brandon Ingram with Herb Jones and Jose Alvarado. You have a very good situation for the first time since the name Pelicans came into fruition since Anthony Davis. I believe right now that the Pelicans right now are a better roster than
The
Anthony
next,
Davis had than Anthony Davis has had when he was in the Pelicans. Because all you had was him and Drew Holiday, and here and there Eric Gordon. Go ahead.
and
Let's
DeMarcus
not forget.
Cousins.
You may. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's not forget Boogie Cousins. Yeah.
I think this is a after watching this guy highlights in the G League,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a good piece to add to that team. But
Yep. Need
like you said,
playmakers,
they need a playmaker like Alonzo.
and he is a
Um,
playmaker.
yeah. But coming down to the Pelicans are on paper a good team. They play well this year in the playoffs. But
Mm-hmm.
the key element for the success of the Pelicans is Zion Williamson. I mean, he got to start eating the Subway sandwiches. The man is already drinking what zero Gatorade or whatever you want to damn call it. Okay, can you at least cut down on the weight, Zion?
Are you talking
I
about the
mean,
Mountain Dew commercials?
yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
that. And he has it's Gatorade. It's not Gatorade, but it's something else. Like you had Serena Williams in the commercial and shit like that.
Oh, I
Is
believe.
that
Yeah.
Gatorade? Like a new
My
zero sugar Gatorade, some shit like that.
something like that. Yeah, something
Something
like
like
that.
that. Something like that. I mean, that's the only thing zero sugar that you drinking. I mean, I don't believe you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this man obviously is eating all the Subway sandwiches, McDonald's, and stuff like that. Zion Williamson is too big for his damn size, and he needs to cut down. He needs to get on a diet or something. Okay, now we talk about Kevin Durant gaining weight. He need to take some weight from Zion Williamson, and maybe he can actually do something. You know. And to stop people from bullying him on the court. But anyway, Zion Williamson is the key component to the success of the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, and when I say that, if I'm the front office of the New Orleans Pelicans,
Mm-hmm.
I am paying attention closely this season coming up because if Zion does not get the Pelicans past the first round, I'm looking to shop Zion Williamson. Why? Because number one, he came out publicly and said he didn't want to be there anymore. You had family members saying that he didn't want to be there anymore. Okay, so damn, if Zion Williamson is not going to show up and do his damn job after missing last season and still not taking care of his weight problem, damn it, I'm putting Zion Williamson on the market and see what the hell I get from him and get somebody that can play with Ingram.
I mean, let's not forget C.J. McCollum was traded
And
this
CJ
offseason
McCollum as
too.
well.
Right. So
There's no
you
excuses
have
anymore.
no. There's not. There's not. You had a whole year off, and you still. I don't want to hear about you still having foot problems. If you still got foot problems after being off a whole year, yeah, that's a problem. That's the problem. You don't have to go on a diet. He's like if I was Zion, I would already hired a chef. I would already hired a chef. This wouldn't be a problem. When Zion is on the court, he is possibly one of the most effective basketball players in the league. When he is off the court, even with just imagine that. Remember the Pelicans' success; they got hot in the second half and even gave the Phoenix Suns a run in the first couple of games in the series. If you had Zion there, who knows what would have happened? I'm not saying they would have beat Phoenix, but they would have. It would have possibly went seven. Maybe they would have beat Phoenix. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. We won't know the answer to that.
All
But
right.
you have CJ Zion, Brandon Ingram, got this kid Dyson Daniels. You have Jose Alvarado. You have Jackson Hayes, and they still have room to make a piece to get another player or two.
I agree. Um, the next pick went to the San Antonio Spurs with the ninth overall pick. They selected Jeremy Sohan
Right.
from the Baylor Bears. What's your thoughts on this pick from the San Antonio Spurs?
This pick was highly surprising to me because of the simple fact that his game he's not a shooter. He's more of a player. I don't know. Um
He's trying to be cool, Mama.
Anywho. Um the the show I mean, Spurs they have a way of picking up players that we just don't seem to understand. Like how they got Duncan, how they got Ginobili, how they got Parker in the second round, just like same thing they did Ginobili, how they fleeced Kawhi Leonard and traded with Indiana. They always have a way of fleecing players. So from what I see from this kid, he does not a shooter. He's a decent passer. He's more of a player that's good for versatility and transition. To get him in the top nine, you could have got him in the second round personally.
I thought the San Antonio Spurs was going with Jalen Durham on this one from Memphis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They need a big, athletic big. They haven't had one since Tim Duncan.
Right.
I want to count DeAndre Aldridge because he was a straight up bum when he went to the San Antonio Spurs. Totally a disappointment, by the way. He was a
You
bum.
mean LaMarcus
They,
Aldridge? That's
excuse me, the Lamarcus. What was his name?
LaMarcus
Lamarcus
Aldridge. You mean
Lamarcus Aldridge.
the same LaMarcus Aldridge that was on your team?
Yeah. And what happened?
Uh,
He been acting like a straight bum. Ever since he left Portland, he acted like a straight bum. When he went to San Antonio, did not help any. He didn't help Tony Parker out. He didn't help Ginobili out. Hell, he even played with Tim Duncan his last few years in the league. And did not do. LA did not do anything to help the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, they got to the playoffs, but that's about it.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. But
going for
this is confusing. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying that they haven't had a big since him Duncan. I thought they was going with Jalen Durham. That would have been a perfect fit for him to go with Murray. You have an athletic center, right? Who could actually roll to the rim, be a basket threat, a lob threat.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. In that scenario with Murray, who made the All Star team for the first time in his career,
Mm-hmm.
and actually to get lessen the gray hairs on Popovich beard and hair.
First of all, be respectful. Be respectful about
Well, no, I'm
Popovich. He's the
saying,
greatest
I
coach of
mean,
all time.
great.
That's one of the
I don't
greatest
know about
coaches of all
that.
time.
No, he's not. Stop it.
Yes, he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. I'm sorry. Top three.
Okay. You said the greatest coach of all time. You had to watch him out real
Top
quick. You
three.
got to watch him
Let's
out.
just be okay. Let me ask you an honest question.
Yeah.
If Greg Popovich, he says, I'm going to move to San Antonio. My time here is come to an end, and I want to coach the Brooklyn Nets. Are you taking that? Are you taking him and then to go to
Hell
San
yeah, I'm
Antonio?
taking that over. Hell yeah, I'm taking over Steve Nash.
Baltimore's
Ain't no shit in my game. Listen, I'm not disrespecting Pop, but when you say he's the greatest of all time, you had to watch him off real quick. That's all I'm saying. Because you got Phil Jackson, you got Ray Alpart. That's what I'm saying.
He's top three. He's top three.
You switch it up. I don't think he's top three. He could be top five.
No,
but okay, I mean that's arguable. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, Pop is one of the greatest of all time. That's fair. But anyway, they haven't had a big since Tim Duncan. I thought they was going with Jalen Durham on that pick, but
yeah.
Let's see what happened. For the San Antonio Spurs and Jeremy Sohan, the 10th overall pick went to Johnny Davis, who played for the Wisconsin Badgers. I don't know who the hell is that. But what's your thoughts on the Wizards picking Johnny Davis, the guard from Wisconsin?
I am a little upset with Washington too because if we didn't get Jaden Ivey, this was my second pick. This is going to be a little surprise, and I'll probably get Joe Pesci to this. When I see Johnny Davis, I see Devin Booker. I know it's coming, and I'm not joking, bro. He's not good. I know.
Get the fuck out of here! One fucking warming up. Get out of here!
I see.
Stop the cat.
He don't feel shit because he coked up all the motherfucking time.
Right now, and let's just gather up all these bricks and let's build a shelter for the homeless so that maybe your mother has a place to live. And your sister, too. I want your mother and your sister out of my house immediately.
I told you it was going to happen.
Devin
For
Booker.
some reason, I'm very serious when I say this. I see Devin Booker. Remember, Devin Booker was not even a top 5 pick. Devin Booker was almost the same exact pick as Johnny Davis was picked. Actually, Devin Booker was a lottery pick. Let's not forget that. I see.
Yeah, because the Suns sucked. The Phoenix Suns sucked. That's why the Lowry pick.
Like I said, for some reason, I see Devin Booker. It ain't got nothing to do with the light skin. From what I've seen from his game, I believe he's going to be one of the best players in this draft. And the fact that he was one player away from having him after we couldn't get Ivy, I believe he would have been perfect for us. But good for Washington. He is a major insurance policy if Bradley Beal were to leave, because apparently Bradley Beal's already made up his mind, but he ain't telling nobody until next week.
Everybody knows Bradley Beal was leaving the Wizards. He'd be stupid. He'd be stupid to stay in Washington. Stupid.
Would he be crazy enough to stay?
If he stays in Washington, he's the only staying there for the money like Melo did with the Knicks.
So you go just throwing shots.
I'm just saying. Melo had a chance to leave the New York Knicks, right?
Yes, we know.
And what happened?
He stayed for the money, and it was not a good reason. And it's not necessarily his fault. It's the team and the org.
I didn't say it was Melo's fault. I'm saying no, it is Melo's fault. That's why you don't have a ring now.
You can say the same thing about Damian Lillard then.
Not yet.
Well, he already re-signed. He already signed for like 4 or 5, another 3-4 years.
Yeah, but he could actually waive that no trade clause and ask for a damn trade. He's the man still have time. Melo don't have any time left. I mean, the window was like this. It was very, very low.
Correct.
This man is about to retire. Don't get me wrong. Carmelo Anthony is a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
But he's going to be in the same category as a Dominic Wilkins, who never should have been on the 75th anniversary team. That's number one. And number two, he's going to be in the same breath as a Charles Barkley, a Patrick Ewing with his sweaty knee pads, by the way, and all of their players who are great, but no, excuse me?
Watch them all.
What? About Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, very respectful.
I didn't say Patrick wasn't great. I just say he's not going to be, he's not a champion.
Okay.
Did Patrick Ewing win a chip in college? Did he win the chip in college? No, he lost. Hey, he lost in college, and he lost too in the I'm like, go ahead. Okay. Hey.
I'm done. Go
ahead. Honestly, I did. This is the bad trade. This is a bad pick. Excuse me, for the Washington Wizards. this is another reason why Bradley Bill, I believe, made up his mind, saying I'm getting the hell out of Washington where he deserves better, and going to a team who, as he said, he has been recruited by numerous of players. We don't know who the players are, but I believe that Bradley Bill is leaving the Washington Wizards in the offseason, and he's going to make the decision once the free agent market start. And at the end of the day, Bradley Bill deserves better, and the Washington Wizards is a rebuild team. And who's going to rebuild around? I mean, Kuzma and Porzingis, who was terminated by your New York Knicks. I mean, my God. I mean, once you trade for Porzingis, everything is fucked up. It's terminated. But he can turn that around because you did have Knicks players who actually left the team and actually been successful. So I don't want to put that all on Porzingis. But being with the Washington Wizards, hell no. You have people like Bobby Portis and others who left and became champions. But Porzingis staying in Washington, no. Stop it. Next pick went to went to the OKC Thunder. Hey, Mr. Wilson, I prepared something special for you. I prepared something special for you on this pick because the New York Knicks made this pick. And this is what the New York Knicks, before they made this pick, this was what they was spewing out the damn mouth. Are you ready? Okay, you ready here? Okay, here we go.
This is who I wanted. It happened again. It happened again. I wanted Steph Curry and he got picked a pick earlier. I wanted Zion and he got picked 2 picks earlier. And now here we are again. It's not the same magnitude, but how do you feel, Spike? I mean, what are we going to do with the Knicks now, Spike? What are we looking for? That's why we're
going to knees playing.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
The pick is in. The pick is in, ladies and gentlemen.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Ousmane Dieng from Bordeaux, France.
No! I've never heard anything about him! I appreciate the expertise! He's a sleeper! And that sleeper, that's what Phil Jackson told us about Frankie Lacano! He was pretty fast about Donovan Mitchell!
Oh man! Woo! The New York, the New Jersey Knicks pick Ousmane Dieng from France. I don't know who the hell this guy is, but the good news for the Knicks, they actually traded him to the Thunder. Mr. Wilson, what was your thoughts on your team, the Orange and Blue, the New York Knickerbockers, selecting Mr. Dieng at number 11?
I need to bring the camera closer, please.
I got you right now. I got you. Let me unshare this real quick.
Yeah.
Assad say what now? What's his name?
Last night,
Oh,
It would
can't
be
make this
easy
up.
for me. It would be easy for me to raise my voice.
Can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen.
It would be easy for me to raise my voice. I'm going to give you a whole scenario. A couple of things that went down last night with my team. Uh, First of all, you draft somebody that nobody in the damn arena knew who it was. No, first of all, I need the book down. I need the book down. I need the book down.
Excuse me.
Put the damn book down.
Like, but I can't hear
Put no.
you.
Put the damn book down.
I mean, I try to tell you. Before you go on, I mean, I try to tell you. I try to tell you. I try to tell you. This is what y'all do, man. This is what the New York Knicks do. And before the draft started, you said things are gonna be different this year. Y'all gonna draft a good player. You don't. You get Jaden Ivey. By the way, you needed a point guard. Who you got? Who you got? Matumbe who? I mean. A forward, by the way. A forward.
First of all,
A players.
you drafted a dude that was for another team from France, and that was Frank Ntilikina all over again. That's number one. Number two, nobody that has never heard of this dude. The dude wasn't even in the top 50 or 40 in this draft. All that's been told about this Ousmane Deng guy is he has very raw potential defensively, and he's not much of a scorer. What makes matters worse is it's one thing for you to draft a guy. It's another thing to have this multiple trades and trade the guy to an up-and-coming team like Oklahoma City to do it just for some fucking picks. And then you don't get Jaden Ivey, and then you should have drafted Jalen Duren, but you don't draft him either, but you trade for him just to trade him to another team. That would be the Detroit Pistons. Or was it to Charlotte? At this point, I still don't fucking know. But what's so fucking frustrating is that out of all 29 teams in the league, even the damn Lakers, even the damn Heat, even the damn Clippers, every single team had somewhat of a fucking plan. Except for us. Because once again, I have to sit here and lose my mind and be utterly fucking embarrassed by my own team's ineptitude. Then you trade picks. You don't even get a player to trade up. You don't get a trade to get a player to trade back. You don't even get a player in the first freaking round because you feel like, as an organization, we didn't get the players that we wanted, so we're going to go with Jalen Brunson in the offseason to make it perfectly fucking obvious. And here's the crazy part, Jeff, and I'm just getting started with this shit. And this whole thing doesn't make any sense. We're trading for multiple first-round picks to get what? To get what? We're trading multiple first-round picks for Jalen, so we can sign a Jalen Brunson. Oh, I'm sorry. Need I forget the whole Detroit thing? You traded Kemba Walker for basically a bag of chips.
As you should. You can demand nothing for your team. But anyway.
This is not the time. This is not the time, man.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about it when it's my time to go. But I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna talk about it. That's the right thing y'all did. That's the number one right thing y'all did. And training that bum. I'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead and finish.
You're so disgusting. First of all, you disgust me. You're so disgusting. What's so fucking frustrated is that time in and time out, I go ride with this team, but time in and time out, I got friends telling me, don't do it, bro. They're not good for your health. Lead the team, man. Because you know why? You got shitty ass James Dolan. You got Worldwide West, who supposedly we haven't seen his fucking face yet. And then bum ass Leon Rose. Instead of sitting around and having a press conference and answer some motherfucking questions, we don't see you in the draft combine. We don't see you until this past April. And before the last time we saw you was the year before when you re-signed Julius Randle to a $115 million extension, and then the man don't even show up half the damn year. And then poor R.J. Barrett, he's the only per piece that we got. But God forbid me, I think that they're going to end up doing something stupid and end up trading the only guy that we have on this fucking team, which is R.J. Barrett. He is our centerpiece for the future. But I want to be surprised if they end up trading him and you want to keep bum-ass Randall just to piss us the hell off. And you're doing all this not to get a KD, not to trade for Damian Lillard, I don't even think you're getting Donovan Mitchell anymore. That's out the bag now. We can forget that. You're not trading for a star. You're doing all this so you can get Jalen Brunson. The boy can play. My problem is, how more fucking obvious can y'all make it? Y'all remind me of a collegiate team recruiting players. Jalen Brunson's father, Rick Brunson, is now an assistant coach with the New York Knicks. Leon Rose, the team president, was Jalen Brunson's father's agent and held him as a freaking baby. Now, all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson, who is a good player, a damn good player as we saw in the playoffs, now all of a sudden, the rumor now is Jalen Brunson is priority A and Kyrie Irving is priority B. In what fucking world is Kyrie Irving before Jalen Brunson? Only my team can think of this stupidity, because that's what it is right now. It's stupidity, and instead of having a press conference, Leon Rose, you send out a tweet. You sent out a message to Knicks fans saying that it's going to be all right. No, it's not all right. We have not won a championship since 1973. We have had one playoff win in the last 23 years. 10 years. We have gone to the second round one time. We have not had a star since Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing. We have not had a point guard, a legit point guard, not Jason Kidd, not Baron Davis, not Jeremy Lin. The last legit point guard that the Knicks literally have, Jeff, I'm going to give you a name, and this is how bad it is. The last legit Knicks point guard that we had was Stephon Marbury. That was back in 2003. We have not had a point guard or a damn good guard since Stephon Marbury. I want to hear about respect to all due Jamal Crawford, but everybody knows he was not a point guard. I don't want to hear about Nate Robinson because he was just an athletic guard. I'm talking true point guard, youth, point guard. Now you want to go with Jalen Brunson because the guy who is an assistant coach is his son to make it more obvious like this is a fucking collegiate team. And now the rumors are coming out. You're not going to sign him for $20 million, anything like that. You're talking about signing Jalen Brunson for the trades because you didn't want to pick up all the assets of talent that was in this draft last night just to get Jalen Brunson and to trade Kemba Walker to free up $8 million just to sign Jalen Brunson to a 4-year, $110 million contract. $110 million for 4 years. That's what the rumor is right now. So let me get this straight. Instead of prioritizing your future, you're doing the opposite of what Golden State and Boston has done in recent years is build through the draft, except y'all want to continuously swing through the fences, not A-plus players, not even A-minus players. Y'all not even getting B-plus players. You're trying to sign mega contracts for a guy like Jalen Brunson, who's a good player, but he's not the player to turn the franchise around. Instead of prioritizing your future for the centerpiece you already freaking have in R.J. Barrett so you could give him the long-term deal, you're more focused on signing Jalen Brunson for $110 million, and you don't even have the dude yet. Here's the part that makes it even stupider. How the fuck do y'all know that Jalen Brunson is actually going to sign with the Knicks? How do y'all know they're going to sign with the Knicks? The man just came off of Western Conference Finals playing with Luka freaking Doncic, and now you got Christian Wood, and they'll still be able to make moves. How do you know Mark Cuban, the money-savvy guy that he is mentally and financially, is not going to re-sign Jalen Brunson to a bigger deal? Why would Jalen Brunson, regardless if his pops was there, want to leave a franchise that has a altering star like a Luka Doncic, who is a top 5 player, to be a leading point guard of a team for a franchise that not had a star in over 15 to 20 years? I don't understand it. I just don't get it anymore. I don't understand. I have never been as much frustrated as a Knicks fan than I am now. Every team is getting draft capital, but we are doing the complete reverse of what everybody else is doing. Even teams like Sacramento have a legit point guard in De'Aaron Fox. We don't have a point guard. You just traded Kemba Walker. You still got Derrick Rose on the roster, who was injured half the damn year. You still got Alec Burks, who we don't want. We still got Nerlens Noel, who we don't want. We got Evan Fournier, who we signed to an $81 fucking million contract that we don't want. You got bum-ass Julius Randle, who we don't want. The only person that we can build around that we're not building around is R.J. freaking Barrett. He is our centerpiece and our future star. But you want to break the bank for a guy that had one good season and one better playoffs than Jalen Brunson just because his pops is there? How is it guaranteed that the man is going to stay there? What makes y'all think that he won't re-sign or go somewhere else? You want to sign him to a 4-year, $110 million contract before free agency even started. All right, so let's say Brunson leaves. Brunson stays in Dallas. What the fuck is your plan B? Kyrie Irving? Are you listening and tell me Kyrie Irving could be plan B? So we're going to do the Brooklyn Nets a favor by trading for a guy and signing him to a max contract for a guy that is not, who's going to wake up one day, say, you know what, it's raining outside. I don't feel like playing today. I already got my money and I got a new contract. I ain't going to play. So we're going to help the enemy out, and they're going to look good because KD, he's going to get help regardless of what this whole situation with Kyrie is. KD's going to get help. We don't know who, but the man is going to get help because everybody knows he can't do shit by himself. We've realized that now. But now you're going to sit around and tell me that you're going to help your rival while we continuously suffer playing with a guy that's not even going to play 100% of the games and then sign his ass to a max contract. If you don't get Kyrie or you don't get Jalen Brunson, you already traded Kemba Walker. We don't know the status of Derrick Rose. If we didn't get KD, Kyrie, Zion, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, what makes you think we're going to get a star now? I'm in there with this. I'm going to turn this whole thing to you. I said everything I need to say, man. I'm about to hit you with something that you would think you would never hear from me. Until I see changes, I'm not going to another game.
Nope. 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 No. 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 No.
I can't do it.
No. I gotta give you the Eddie Murphy. No. 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 Nope. Nope. Look at my fingers. No. 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 Nope. 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 You're not. Nope. See. No. 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 You're Knicks fans. You Knicks fans cannot opt out. No.
No. I'm not.
No.
I'm not saying I'm opting out.
That's your option now. You're not going to a game.
I'm not going to a game. I don't care if it's free.
Oh, you gonna watch on TV?
I'll watch on TV.
Okay, that's fair.
But if I know my team is up by 25 by halftime, I already know we're gonna lose the game.
I mean, it's what I do. It's what the New York Knicks do. See, what? Go ahead. No, you're gonna hear it today. No, you're gonna hear it. No, you're gonna hear about your Knicks. You're gonna hear about it today because y'all Knicks fans be getting on my damn nerves leading up to this damn draft. Oh, we getting this person. Oh, we getting that person. And what I said since the beginning, before the draft, y'all gonna draft someone that nobody knows about. That's typical New York Knicks fashion. Y'all drafted Nawan or the Dang or whatever's got their name is. Who the hell cares? But at the end of the day, it's good for y'all because he's going to the Thunder. He's going to the Thunder. You don't have to pay the man. No, you have to worry about the man. But one thing I did like about your Knicks, trading that bum Kemba Walker needed to go last year before the All-Star break because that man has not show up for your team. You want to give it this quality, give it this sob story, and there's this happy to be home type of Kim Bum Walker with his family at the press conference. I mean, you got Fat Joe there. You have everybody welcoming that bum who has nothing in the previous years to help Boston, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, he did nothing to help him but you actually get him off the team and they make it to the damn NBA Finals. Good for Boston, okay? But you want to bring him home to the New York Knicks, to a team he actually grew up loving, from the Bronx, New York, who makes us look bad, playing ridiculously. This is not the same Kemba Walker that was playing for Rice. This is not the same Kemba Walker that was playing for UConn. This is another Kemba Walker who has not showed up last year and getting paid 1 year $20 million. I mean, good lord, $20 million for doing nothing. I wish I had Kemba Walker contract last year. I get paid for doing nothing and just giving high fives and actually, giving out Gatorade and water to my teammates because they are able to play, but he wasn't able to play. I want to hear that, okay? When it comes to the New York Knicks, I knew this was going to happen. I knew you were going to draft somebody that nobody knew about, like Frank Ntilikina y'all did last year. Y'all been drafting international players for the past, decade? I mean, it's what I expected, man. I told you. The New York Knicks is an embarrassment to New York. They should move to New Jersey, and they should move to Syracuse or whatever. I don't care. They cannot be in the Mecca of New York because they are strictly embarrassing. Okay, the Brooklyn Nets is the number one basketball team in New York and could be the number one team in New York, but that's debatable compared with how good the Yankees and the Mets are doing this shit. Okay, the Rangers did good this year, but they lost in 7 games. Okay, that's another story the other day. But at the end of the day, Mr. Wilson, going forward, for now on, you are a Detroit Pistons fan. You should actually be a Detroit Pistons fan because they got more upside and happiness and success coming to them than your team, the New York Knicks. Okay, so I advise you as a friend and as a brother, I'd rather you to change team. Whether you go to Boston, because they ain't going nowhere in the next 5 years, or you could go with your family that you have family in Detroit and become a Detroit Pistons fan because the New York Knicks ain't going nowhere. They're going to be in the same position as they is now because you have an owner that don't really care about nobody but himself. You got a front office and a GM who hides from the media all the time, and you have a coach who is one of the good coaches in the league, but being left hanging out and have to answer questions that the rest of the organization don't want to answer, and then you surround him with a roster that he can't even work with. You know what I mean? It looked like the damn 2012 Bulls, but with the old man edition. You know what I mean? You got Todd Gibson from Brooklyn, by the way. He making Brooklyn look bad, by the way. Then you got Derrick Rose. I mean, who has a skin affection, whatever the hell he is. The man couldn't even go to their Walgreens to get an AD ointment to actually rub down on the skin when he had surgery on top of that. Okay, you had Kemba Walker who didn't show up at all for the Bronx, making it look bad. At first you had Fat Joe making it look bad in the Merchants in the Bronx, and now you got Kemba Walker who actually was a total disaster, and the teams actually all of a sudden decided to part ways. Stop the pressures. I mean, who saw that coming? I told y'all a year ago. Okay, this wasn't a good fit for Kemba Walker. Should have went to a team. And what did he go to? What team did he go to? He went to Detroit. Which another reason, since you love Kemba Walker so much, you should be a Detroit Pistons fan. Since you love Kemba Walker so much, since he's from the Bronx, okay? You should love the move that the Knicks made, okay? The New York Knicks had gained nothing in this draft. All they got is draft picks. They're not sure to get Brunson. You went to all these hoops to get Brunson? I mean, seriously? Not go do these hoops to get Damian Lillard. Not go to all these hoops to get Donovan Mitchell. Not even get Bradley Beal. You went through all this to get Brunson from Dallas? I mean, you must be kidding me. And then you talk about y'all sign him to $100 million contract. This is typical New York Knicks fashion, desperate as hell, desperate, and he's not even a damn all-star. And you wind up giving this, if y'all wind up giving this man $100 million, he's not even make the damn all-star team. I mean, my God, I mean, I could go on for days. But the New York Knicks, at the 11th pick, y'all should have did it better. This is very disappointing. No, it's not. I saw it coming. I got Knicks fans in my house. I had to see their faces when they said the Kune Bing or Dang, whatever his goddamn name is. Just to see the frustration and the pain on their face, it just made me filled with joy. Joy just to see the pain. Just to see the pain and y'all actually being disappointed because you thought you would get somebody legit, but I wind up getting somebody who we don't know about and who I haven't seen played. This is a perfect swan story on how the New York Knicks is an embarrassment to the city. They're an embarrassment to themselves. They're allergic to prosperity. And then if you think the New York Knicks is going to win a championship in your lifetime, like you said, in your lifetime, like you said, it ain't happening. The New York Knicks is not winning a damn championship in our lifetime. Hell, they might not win a damn championship in my son's lifetime because they have no leadership and they absolutely stink. By the way, okay, you might like end up like the damn New York Jets who haven't won a damn championship since 1961, okay? I mean, 1961, the damn Civil Rights movie was just getting started, by the way. The New York Knicks stink, okay? Just like the Jets, okay? Y'all need to do better. But what the hell? Y'all don't listen to people like me. See, people like me, if I was in the Garden, your owner would actually throw me out because I'm telling the truth.
First, I just realized.
Oh, you had epiphany? What you just realized? We had epiphany or something?
If we end up signing Jalen Brunson, we're not going to be called the Knicks anymore. We're going to be called the Southpaw Knicks. Because everybody's going left. Julius Randle's going left.
Mm-hmm.
RJ Barrett is going left.
Absolutely.
Jalen Brunson's going left. We ain't got to worry about Evan Fournier dribbling. Because all you going to do is shoot.
Yep.
And we don't know what the hell we're going to do with Mitchell Robinson because he can't shoot at all.
Right.
He gets into foul trouble. And if we re-sign Taj Gibson and he ends up playing 35 minutes, I am sick. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being embarrassed.
I mean, it's what y'all do, man.
No.
It's what y'all do, man.
I tried to defend my team.
Try it.
Defend us.
You did try. I give you that. You tried, man.
Loyal.
But you did. You're hard-headed. You're hard-headed.
You know why?
But you did try.
Too damn loyal. I'm loyal.
And that's your problem.
I realize I'm more loyal than Damian Lillard,
Oh.
Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I'm more loyal than those three players combined. Ryder with the team. We won a playoff game. We flooded the streets.
Which is disgusting, by the way. It was disgusting.
Oh, shut up.
It was disgusting.
You just won't let it go. We flooded the streets beautifully. We got to win, and we ain't seen the playoffs since. I don't know where we go. We are worse than the Dallas Cowboys. Hell, we might be worse than Sacramento. They ain't made a playoffs in 16 years. At least they have something of a plan. I don't know where we go. I don't know where we go because if we don't get Brunson, when we don't get Kyrie, it'll be just like we didn't get Zion. This will be worse than not getting KD, Kyrie, Zion, or LeBron. Just think about all the players. I just mentioned those five right there. KD, Kyrie, Zion, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James. If it wasn't for a bullshit-ass, dumbass James Dolan, all five of those players, let's not forget the obvious. We were one pick away from Steph Curry. We were one pick away from we could have had somebody.
Donovan Mitchell. Could have had Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, want to.
We could have had Donovan Mitchell. I mean, we could have had DeMar DeRozan because technically it was a couple years ago actually. Because not only did we miss out at Steph Curry, we also missed out on DeMar DeRozan. I mean, let's just move on. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. I'm getting a headache. It's just.
Baby. Um, the next pick
Okay.
was by the Thunder again. They got
Who?
Jalen Williams from
Oh
St.
yeah,
Clara Broncos. What's your thoughts
yeah.
on that?
It's a good. He's a good pickup. I didn't know. He came out of nowhere with that one, but he was a good player. He was a good player, and next you know, from Santa Clara, I believe he dropped like 18 and like 18 and 6. He's a real good player. Real good player. I guess he's a backup to SGA. He might be a future starter. SGA is continues to be unhappy, and I look forward to seeing what else that they got going on for OKC. Because, like I said earlier, they got to do something with all these players. Because eventually, you got to get some vets, and you got to trade all these players or picks to get a star.
I agree with you. This is like a blindside pick. I didn't think it was going with him, but that's a good pick. For the Thunder, the Thunder is gathering up all the picks they can. I think they're going to use these picks in the future, develop these
Mm-hmm.
picks, probably use them, some of them in the future to get a future star. So the Thunder is actually, also obviously in a rebuild process, but they actually are getting all the good picks that they can to make them tradable, and they could actually land a big star in
They
OKC
actually have a
since
fucking plan. That's what it is. They have a fucking plan.
yeah, I like it. Knicks. The Detroit Pistons, Jalen
All right, you
Duren.
happy now? You happy now?
Of course, I'm always happy. Um, from Memphis Tigers, who we talked about previous before we got to him.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Pistons picking him?
Uh, Another good pickup. I'm telling you right now, the Pistons won this draft. I'm happy for the first three picks, but the Pistons really won this draft. You got Ivy, and then you get Dave Duran to match with half the players that you already have in your squad. He is a perfect fit, and like I said, I'm happy for this team. You know what I'm saying? I can't say anything better and good for Detroit. Like they're a really good team. They had a really good
Uh,
draft. And Troy Reaver, he's one of the best GMs in the game right now.
great pick by the Pistons. Rip Hampson actually came up and he's very excited. Came out and said he's
Hmm.
very excited about this
Hmm.
future Detroit Pistons
Hmm.
team, and they could
As
be
they should.
in a couple of years be in playoff contention and also could compete for a championship. Which I actually totally agree with Rip Hampton,
Hmm.
who's a champion, NBA champion, and who else would not listen to an NBA champion when he said, "Hey, we got something here. Let's keep it going."
Right.
The next pick went to the Cavaliers. Excuse me, I might just destroy this name. Is Ochachi Baji, Kansas Jayhawks. Did I say it right?
Ohachi Abaji, something like that.
Whatever.
Well, you can't say whatever because he's in the Final Four and in the championship game again with Kansas. So he's a damn good. He's a shooter, which we should have used. He's a good athletic player. He could do. He's a good athletic player. Has a lot of athleticism and an absolutely underrated shooter. Left-handed scorer. He's a good bowler. He was uh he was actually one of the best players from Kansas. And I believe did Kansas win that national championship or was it North Carolina? I believe it was Kansas. I'm not sure. But he was one of the best players in the Final Four.
I did Kansas on that one.
Yeah, Kansas won that one, right. He was one of the best players coming out that conference and one of the best players in that whole tournament. So Cleveland has a good situation on their hands. I still don't know. I'm very curious to see what they do with Colin Sexton because he hasn't played. He got a torn ACL. Even I think we had a couple of games. Then
I heard the next
he was
one.
out for the whole year.
That's no cap. I'm not trolling. I said that I saw reports that the Knicks are interested in College Sexton. That's what I said.
I mean, we're the Knicks. We interested in everybody. We interested in everybody.
As it should be. I mean, it just suck. But
all right. Oh, look. All right, we got it. We got it, man. We got it. All right. I'm already in bad mood. I'm depressed. You just want. See, this is what I be trying to tell you, man. You see, I even exploit my anger with this team, but do you leave it alone? Nah. You just like a rat in the streets, just sitting around, just keep kicking it while it's down. Oh no.
I'm saying the facts.
Damn the facts.
What do you mean the facts? The facts matter, sir. The facts matter, sir. And it is a fact that your team sucks in decision making and on the court. I'm gonna tell you, this is a fact.
Look, man.
Go ahead.
See, are you having fun? Because I know you enjoy yourself. I know.
Of course, I'm fun. Of course.
You know, I've been depressed and in pain. You called me with the 6 smile on your face.
That's your fault.
Oh, it's not.
I told you to leave the team. I told you to get a new team. You actually admitted it. You Detroit Piston. You like Detroit? Go to Detroit. You don't want to go to Boston? Go to Detroit. But anywhere else besides the New York Knicks, that's what I'm just saying. Because you're going to be depressed for the next 50 years. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I'm not going to another game until I see some type of progress. That's it.
Oh, so wait. So you see no progress with your team right now, but you got to see other progress before you go to the other team? I mean, my God.
Somehow we get a start.
Who?
I don't know anymore.
If the Knicks get a star?
I don't know where we go from here. Apparently Jalen Brunson is now the star, but we don't even have. We're not even getting him.
The Knicks are like getting a star. Y'all don't have a history of getting a star, bro. And the only reason y'all got Stephon Marbury because he's from New York, who wanted to be there, and he was a free agent when he signed.
Yes, I know. Thank you very much. Thank you. So you just love to keep it going and stuff.
No. I'll bring the facts.
I've been drinking.
Well, damn it, get a new team then. Anyway, the 15th pick, Mark Williams went to the Charlotte Hornets from the Duke Blue Devils. What's your opinion on this pick?
See, I thought that we could have got him too. We could have very much options. We could have. If we don't want to re-sign Mitchell Robinson, that he could have been perfect for us. A younger version of a shot blocker of a Mitchell Robinson that actually has some offensive games. But it's cool. Did he go to Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
Charlotte, right? That's perfect for Charlotte because they really haven't had a big man like that. They had Biyombo. I mean, at that point in time, they had Biyombo, but Biyombo wasn't that dude. But Mark Williams, he should be slotted right in as a starter unless they get somebody from free agency. So now you got him, you got LaMelo, you got Miles Bridges, you got Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington. You have a legit squad. The Hornets might make the playoffs next year. Might. The bottom
made the playoffs?
No, they didn't.
Okay. I think it's a good pick for the Hornets. This actually, like I said, they could actually maybe make the playing game and going forward actually win the playing game. So I think they're very talented and I said it, but they got to resign. What's his name?
Miles Bridges
in order to get there.
That should be their number one priority.
Yeah, that's fine.
There are rumors about trading Gordon Hayward, which I think they should have done a long time ago because Gordon Hayward is not worth 5 years, $140 million. I mean,
it was a big mistake by Michael Jordan to get him that money in the first place.
Sometimes look, if you're the greatest player of all time, there ain't no way you could be that horrible as an owner.
If they could get a Class A, not I want to say Class A. If they get somebody like on a B level, who's the All-Star, but they can make things happen. I believe the Charlotte Hornets can actually be a contender if they get that pick. No, if they could get a Bradley Beal, they could be that. They could be that team to get past that first round and see where they could go. You know. Next, your favorite team you love to hate is the Atlanta Hawks, who drafted AJ Green from Duke. There's a lot of Duke Blue Devils. Oh, sorry, AJ.
AJ Griffin.
Who's AJ
He's the
Green?
son.
The wide receiver.
Griffin.
Yeah,
AJ
you are.
Griffin. Well, where is you? You just all over the place.
Excuse
AJ
me.
Griffin, the son of Adrian Griffin, former NBA player, played with Dallas.
Yeah.
He should have been top 10. Somehow, some way.
Yeah, I should have picked him.
I wouldn't mind it. He shot a career high 46% from three, and he falls to all the fucking teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Fall to the Atlanta Hawks. And who do I hate more than anybody in the freaking league right now?
Mr. Freeze himself.
So that punk ass.
Watch him out. Watch him out.
I don't know.
Overrated, overhyped. Who's better than any player on your team? I'll tell you that. You gonna disrespect Trae Young like that? You gonna disrespect Trae Young like that?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Fuck Trae Young. I'm saying fuck Trae Young.
Yeah, of course you say that. Of course you say that.
I ain't getting over it. I ain't letting it go. Just like you ain't letting Giannis go, I ain't letting Trae go.
I ain't petition for you to let it go. I just say don't be disrespectful. That's all I said.
No. See.
Trae Young's a problem.
You don't come to our house and bow in the middle of our floor.
Oh, so you gonna say fuck Michael Jordan as well? Because all he did in Madison Square Garden is actually put you out of hell. I mean, it's respect. That's what I'm saying. You gonna say fuck Reggie Miller, who actually destroyed you many times in Madison Square Garden? You wanna say fuck Reggie Miller too? I mean, oh my God. I mean, you got a lot of fucks. You know, when it comes to your damn New York Knicks actually not getting the job done. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I respect Michael. Reggie, I'm still.
Whoa! What? What? You said about Reggie?
I'm still not over Reggie. I'm sorry.
Get the fuck out of here! One fucking warming up. Get out of here!
I'm still not over Reggie. I'm sorry.
How are you not over Reggie Miller? The man haven't played, since 2001?
Because he cheated and he pushed off on Greg Anthony.
No, he didn't push. There was no push.
Yes, he was.
No.
So you gonna say so we gotta go back now? Do we have to go?
I got NBA TV. They didn't play the game all the time. That man tripped over Reggie Miller's foot and fell down.
No. So you ain't going. He literally pushed off Greg Anthony.
No, he literally pushed off Michael Jordan when he hit that game-winning 3-point shot. That's what he did. Okay, but he pushed off. He didn't push off on Anthony. No, he didn't. He shoved on the whole damn foot.
He ain't tripping. He pushed off. He
No, he
pushed
didn't push him. No. Yeah, someone lost that game anyway.
Look, it's not all about that. I'm telling the truth right now.
Someone lost the game anyway. It doesn't matter.
Nah, we would have won. We got a shot, man.
I'll play.
Man,
anyway,
why are you bothering me, man? You want to keep talking about this guy? Look, all these other players, they're good players. There's one player I do want to talk about, and he's in the. Why in the hell did Ty Washington fall all the way, I believe, to 26? Ty Washington, I believe he's in.
Ty Washington.
Yes.
No, he fell to 20. He fell to 29 to the Rockets.
Oh, was it? No, I thought it was part of a trade.
No, it says the. He went to the Rockets, 29th overall.
I thought he was
Kentucky Wildcat.
I was going to Memphis. Yeah. Speaking of that, did you hear about Danny Green getting traded to Memphis? Whew.
Makes sense.
For the Anthony Melton and 23rd pick and David Roddy.
Okay, that's fair.
This kid David Roddy is 6'4", 260 pounds.
Okay.
And bold. Danny Green might not play this whole next year because he tore his ACL in the playoffs.
I believe he'll be back before that.
I know, but is he even going to crack the rotation? Giving up the Anthony Melton was
You don't
what
need to. The Grizzlies don't really need him right now.
exactly. But what I'm
So
saying is
that's why they made
giving
the
up
trade.
losing of the Anthony Melton was that was a blow in my opinion for Memphis.
Nah, they gonna find some way to make it up.
They're gonna make it up, but for a guy like D'Anthony Melton, who's a good two-way player, coming off the bench, you don't have too many of those come off the bench. And what I told you before about Philadelphia, what is the one thing that I said that they needed? They needed two-way players,
Yeah.
and that's what they got. Now it remains to be seen what they do with James Harden.
Them making that trade doesn't make them getting past Boston or Milwaukee. It doesn't.
That may be true, but they still need more two-way players. You don't need Eric Gordon, in my opinion. I don't think you need Eric Gordon. What
They
you
need
need
Eric
more,
Gordon. Yes, they need a shooter.
they need more than one shooter.
No, I'm
But
saying they need a shooter. I'm not saying they doesn't need more shooter, but they need a shooter. And added Eric Gordon is a plus to
right, it's a
to the
plus.
76ers.
I understand, but I understand you need more offense. I will definitely understand. I will agree with that. But you need more to the league right now is about two-way players. You need players that can't that there are two ways. Eric Gordon is a one-dimensional player, and half
No,
the
he's
time
not.
he is not. Eric Gordon can play defense.
Yes, he could when he wants to.
I don't know. Well, exactly. What's the key word when he wants to? Man is already over his 30s. He has never been a defensive. He has never been a good defensive player.
He always
He's
been
always
an
been a
offensive
defensive.
or wants to play first. But if he needs to play defense, he could.
He's okay. He's not a
He's okay.
Matisse Thybulle. I understand why you want to trade Thybulle because he plays no offense. I understand that. But you need two-way, and especially when you're dealing with the Tatums, when you're dealing with the KDs, you're dealing with Kyrie if he's still there, which most likely he won't be. When you're dealing with the Giannis's, the Middletons, the Siakams, when you're dealing with the Kyle Lowrys, the Jimmy Butlers, you need two-way players. That is ultimately proven, and we have to give this guy credit. I have to give Andrew Wiggins some credit because he has now turned to a two-way player. Why? Because he shut down Jason Tatum halfway through the finals.
Right, and to be real, to keep it green, there's not a lot of two way players out there. There's only a handful of them.
That's correct.
You can't find a two way player on every team. There's only a certain select of teams. So if you want to go after a two way player, then you have to put up the bag to get that two way player. You just can't find them anywhere. They're very hard to find and they're very selective.
Okay. Let's go to the second round real quick because some of these names are pretty good.
Yeah.
But let's go to the Lakers because the Lakers had a pick in the second round, and they
Uh huh.
picked up a guy that I watched in college named Max Christie. I'm ready to give this is a grade,
Yes.
not A plus, A. Why? Because this is exactly the type of player that the Lakers needed. What is the one thing that LeBron always needed in his career, and any team that he was? He needed shooters. That's what he needed, shooters.
Yeah, I agree.
And now last year Max Christie from Michigan State, he only shot 32%, but he has a great form. He's a damn good shooter, and I believe we will work wonders with his team. Now, what you do after that, I'm not sure. But I want to say congratulations to the Lakers. They made. Oh, not to mention they signed two players who weren't drafted. Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yes.
and Shaq's son Sharif are both going to be playing in the summer league. That's dope to me.
Yeah, that's
You
very dope.
signed
Yeah.
Shaq. That's dope. You signed Shaq's son. Obviously, he's not going to go to Orlando. The fact
Oh,
that
no.
y'all picked him up immediately after the draft, because there's another player that I want to talk about. I felt like that I believe deserves a chance in the NBA, and his name is Ron Harper Jr. from Rutgers University.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, he was not drafted, but he signed with the Raptors. I'm like, damn, he would be perfect for the team, any team, my team, your team, because Ron Harper Jr. was a baller when he was in Rutgers. He's not better than his father. Let me be respectful. He's not better than his father. He
Yeah,
will never be
watch him
better than
out.
his father.
Watch him out. Yeah.
I'm being respectful. He need to not be part of his
Okay.
father.
Okay.
You know this. I'm saying that he was a bucket when he was at Rutgers. He was saying game-winning shots. He was a good passer, a good defender. Why he wasn't drafted, but we have seen a lot of players that come undrafted, i.e., Duncan Robinson, before all the issues, that this dude was legit.
All right.
So shout out to him, but shout out to Scottie Pippen Jr. from Vanderbilt. Shout out to Shaq's son, Sharif. I mean,
Absolutely.
they shot now. They shot. And then if you end up making a squad, you get to play with LeBron, Russell
Eight
Westbrook,
and 80.
AD, possibly Kyrie. Possibly, oh my.
I didn't even know till early this day that Sharice actually did a pre-workout with the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
and he did it behind his father's back as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even know. Like I know he went through some heart issues, but I didn't know how many
Right.
years he actually played in college. Is he like a
Uh,
sophomore or something like that?
he was a sophomore. He was a transfer. I believe he was it UCLA? I believe. I'm not sure. It was
Yeah,
UCLA.
UCLA.
Then he
Yeah.
had the it was UCLA. Then he had the heart transplant, and then he had the heart issue, and had to get heart surgery. And then he slowly got back to playing basketball. I believe he's a redshirt. Then he
Yeah.
came out, and then he was able to have to work out with the Lakers, behind the back because obviously getting a player that had heart issues, obviously Greg Oden,
Hmm.
Eddie Curry, players that will have serious issues like that. Even if you want to go with Jeff Green too, because remember Jeff Green had the same problem when he came to
Yes.
Seattle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So players like that, you always once you hear that, that's like immediate red flag, immediate red
Yeah.
flag. So the fact that you got that going on, it's just like what, I'm happy for Sharif. To me, that's dope. Scottie
Yeah. That's
Pippen
dope.
Jr. That's super dope. So it showed like the Saron Harper Jr. getting signed with the Raptors. That's dope. So you got these classic NBA players. They just NBA players' sons, and it shows like the game isn't dead yet.
All right. Yeah, man. Side for the Lakers getting the guard from Duke. That's a very good pickup. Actually, I think he's one of the most slept on in the draft.
You talking about?
Getting the player they drafted at I got you right now.
You talking about
The
my team?
Lakers. No, I'm
Oh,
talking about the
Max.
Lakers.
Oh, Max Christie. Yes,
Matt Christie, that's a good pickup
Max Christie is a damn good pickup because they need shooters.
from Michigan State. Yeah, yeah, from
They need
Michigan
shooters.
State. Yeah, and also working out Scottie Pippen Jr. and Sharif
Mm-hmm.
O'Neal. I
Mm-hmm.
I hope they do make the team, but also be
I
in
hope
that
so too.
actually development thing, so they
Right.
can play for
The
the
G
LA
League.
Defenders G League as well, and
Right.
hopefully something good could actually come from that. Um, as for the second round, I mean, we agree everybody else on the first round was a good fit on the first round. For the
Right.
second round, those are the things that actually stand out. What's the Lakers? Your Knicks to actually get a guard from Duke.
Trevor Kills. I
Yeah,
like
that
him.
makes sense. That makes sense. Um, I had nothing. I had nothing negative to say about that. So that was a good pickup for Yar.
That's the only
The
damn
question.
pickup
The
for him.
question is. The only question is when it comes to your team is how y'all gonna develop him, and are y'all gonna give him away? That's the
No,
only
the
thing. That's the only
problem
question.
is no. That's already the issue right there. Tibbs don't play no damn rookies. You saw that with Quentin Grimes. You saw that with Jericho Sims. The man don't play freaking rookies. He barely played Obi last year. Just think about this for a second. He played 35-year-old Taj Gibson more minutes this year than Obi freaking Toppin. He once played Taj Gibson 35 minutes, and Obi Toppin only played 10 minutes in a game. But
Obi
Taj
is
Gibson,
was his second year. Is it
second
this was
year,
second? Yeah, yeah. That I
and
mean, I
towards
makes
the end of the year, Obi got way better. Same thing with Quickly. You're playing Burks, Noel. Well, Noel was on and on. I think they should trade Noel because the man been injured pretty much the whole damn year. He's been pulling Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? The whole damn year. Just get rid of his ass. But you got guys. I understand you need veterans, but You can't play the vet. If your team is not going to the playoffs, you can't play veterans 35, 36 freaking minutes where you got young guys sitting the bench that can't develop. The only way they can learn is being on the court.
Yeah, with Tibbs is more like a trust thing. So Taj Gibson had played on many teams for Tibbs who actually has the experience. I get what you say. You have to get these young players some experience. Opie Teller, I like to call him. He did get Opie Teller, but he did get better towards the end of the season. But he does need more experience. But I understand where Tibbs is coming from. That's why he playing that roles all the minutes and Taj, because he knows these players understand the system and they know how to get it done to his point of view. But
I understand that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but when it comes to the guard you got from Duke, right? Y'all have to develop this guy, and because y'all always complain about point guards, y'all have to develop this guy.
He's a 3.
Yeah, I get it, but listen. You're not going to get a top guard in the league right now. You're not. It's a Knicks. And I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, but it's the Knicks. I mean, yeah, the only best option you have right now is to trade for Kyrie, bro. That's the only best option you have.
I don't want your problem.
Listen.
I don't want your problem. I don't want your problem.
Listen, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I have some issues with Kyrie, but I'm saying you're not going to acquire another point guard who has the same skill set and actually score like Kyrie Irving. You're not going to do that. And for the player to have your team on his list if he doesn't opt in at the end of the month to the Nets, that's the only best option you have. You're not getting down to Mitchell. It's impossible. Salary cap wise, it's impossible. Okay, you're not getting Damian Lillard. There's no daytime and Maxwell Garden, by the way. And stop it. Okay, so you have to find a way to get somebody who actually be willing to play with a Kyrie Irving, because having R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle and Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson and the new players y'all just draft, by the way, it's not an attraction for a Class A free agent to come to the New York Knicks. Sorry. Okay, so y'all need to do something. I don't care. Y'all get a Brunson does not deserve a $100 million contract. Okay, he deserves a Tim Hardaway contract. Or Evan Fournier contract. When you want to pay him like what 70, close to $80 million. He can get that. Okay, but get $100 million? Hell to the no. If y'all getting Brondon from the Pacers, maybe the guy's legit. He's a true point guard. He can score the ball. He can pass the ball. And all that. He can facilitate. But at the end of the day, the New York Knicks need to find a way to add and better their situation, because you're not getting a Class A free agent other than Kyrie Irving. And I don't even Kyrie Irving want to come to the Knicks. He's going straight to LA. If he doesn't opt in at the end of the month with Brooklyn, he's going to LA. Whether you're gonna go with the Lakers or you're gonna go with the Clippers, I would recommend to go. I would recommend to go to the Clippers because you got Pandemic P over there, and you got Kawhi Leonard who haven't played in 3 years.
So watch him out. Watch him out. He ain't playing one year. We don't need. I damn sure don't want Kyrie in my Knicks, and I damn sure don't want him on my Clippers. I don't want him with Clippers.
Yeah, they don't want the Clippers. That makes sense.
No.
So you're gonna trust Reggie Jackson more than Kyrie Irving?
Yes.
To get y'all over the hump?
I trust a guy who's gonna be on the court.
No, to get y'all over the hump. Y'all gonna trust
the only hump we have is injury. That's it. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
No.
Oh
yeah. Can y'all make the Western Conference Finals?
Yes. With a healthy Kawhi PG, absolutely. Oh, here we go.
Get the fuck out of here! What's fucking warming up? Get out of here!
Y'all can make it to the West Coast. So y'all can get past Memphis and Phoenix.
We can get past Phoenix. After what I saw from the playoffs, yeah, we can get by Phoenix. Memphis, I'm not so sure.
Can't get past Denver. And I didn't even add the Timberwolves on this one, who's going to be better than he was last year.
Anthony Edwards, yes. Karl Anthony Towns, I'm not so sure. We can get by them, yeah. Who's the other team you said? Denver? No, we owe Denver an ass. Yeah, we owe Denver. Yeah, we owe Denver.
Did you just count out Karl Anthony Towns? That's what you just did?
Yeah, he didn't do well in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
He didn't do well in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
You forgot the last game that he played? That he was foul?
So we just based it on the last game day, but you don't count the other games where he actually showed up?
He showed up, what, one game maybe?
No, it wasn't one game. Stop it. It was a 6-game series. What are you talking about?
He was all right.
What center on the Clippers is better than Karl Anthony Towns? Tell me.
Nobody.
Exactly.
But you just talking about the center. Now, if you said Anthony Edwards, that's different.
You got D'Angelo Russell, who didn't show up. Well, I admit, you could have did better than playoffs. You got Anthony Edwards, and you got Karl Anthony Towns, and the surrounding cast of that team. You mean to tell me the Clippers can actually beat them in the playoff series?
I do believe that. Even though they knocked them out in the playoff, in the play-in, I do believe. You have Kawhi Leonard, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different ballgame.
You haven't seen Kawhi Leonard play in 3 years, bro.
First of all, it has not been 3 years.
Well, it seemed like it.
Stop it. Yes, it seems like it, but it's been 1 year. He gonna be all right. Don't worry, we got a healthy Kawhi.
Did he play the year before that?
I don't even remember.
No, he got hurt in the first round, right?
No, I was saying.
Were they lost to Denver?
No, we didn't play Denver. That was when we lost to Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals.
No.
He played that series, the first.
When Phoenix went to the finals, they played the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals.
I'm sorry, he got hurt during the Jazz series, the series before that.
Right.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. He got hurt with the series before that with the Jazz. That's the series I'm talking about.
And you basing that they could beat the Timberwolves if they meet in the playoffs?
With a healthy Kawhi and PG, yes, they can.
With Pandemic P as well.
First of all, it's playoff P.
When?
I don't want to hear about this pandemic. This pandemic stuff is over. It's playoff P.
When?
It's always been playoff P. He showed
up. When has he showed up?
Look, man, it's just because forget one game, forget the whole game 7 in the bowl.
You want to? No, that's history. You can't forget it. The man did not show up. You can't erase history like that because you didn't like the way things turned out. You can't do that.
Why you gonna let it go, man? Let it go. No,
I'm stating facts.
I'm stating facts too. Giannis bust y'all behind.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. Giannis bust y'all behind.
When?
When we played against Brooklyn, he busted y'all behind. I don't want to hear nothing about no
when. It wasn't this year. You talking about last year when he cheated and stepped on Kyrie in the foot? That's what you played. That's what you pertaining to. That's what you pertaining to.
That's exactly what I'm pertaining to.
That man cheated.
What don't matter? Nobody believe that crap. Nobody believe that garbage.
Yeah, nobody believe but you.
I believe it. Everybody else believe it. You the only one.
Nope.
Still walking.
That man cheated.
No, you still walking around talking about, I'm signing a petition. Where the petition at?
The petition, first of all, the petition is already in, okay? Already broke the basketball operations, okay? And they're actually analyzing everything I brought to them, the signatures, they verifying people and everything, because that man, Giannis, cheated. And that man injured Kyrie Irving on purpose to get past the Brooklyn Nets in 7 games. Not 6, 7, but 7 games. That man cheated to go to the finals and actually got a championship who should be stripped. The whole organization should be stripped.
You can't strip ain't nobody. You strip somebody. You can't strip him.
That's good. That's good.
They ain't gonna strip.
They could. If the board of directors look at the evidence, right, of what Giannis did, Well, it doesn't matter. It could be 10 years ago. If they could look at the records, it's bringing Bronx to their attention because obviously they didn't see nothing wrong with it. Okay, nobody brings it to their attention. They worry about making money. But somebody bring this up to their attention and actually see Giannis cheated his way to the NBA Finals, and I actually bring it up that Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks should be stripped of the NBA title. If they would do that, they would take they would actually take a look at it and actually consider actually stripping this damn team, just like the Fab Five got stripped. Okay, just like that.
Let it go.
Nope. That makes a cheater, and that's why God don't like ugly. That's why I burnt his damn his 2K doll I had in my room. I didn't even know what I had in my room, but I actually burnt it, by the way. And thank God I actually burnt it, by the way, and actually it won't be a factor going in the next season with him injuring anybody from my damn team. Alongside Kevin Durant start eating some damn bologna sandwiches and peanut butter jelly sandwiches at Big Mama house, okay? Eating some neck bones and some turkey necks and stuff like that.
First of all, put some respect on the MVP. He's two-time MVP, multiple-time defensive player.
Oh, cheated.
Oh, by the way, the man has a movie out.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
It's on Disney.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of here! One fucking woman up! Get out of here!
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about his damn movie on Disney Plus. And do not watch it. I encourage everybody at home, do not watch this man.
Really?
Please.
That's what we're doing now. So you don't want people to watch this? Is that what you're saying?
You're damn right. Nope.
So
I don't want to watch a cheater and his non-relevant family as well. And it gets a non-relevant family. You got Arch Manning. Everybody, in an uproar. Arch Manning, signing with Texas, signing with Texas to go to Texas to be the quarterback for the Texas Longhorns. I mean, my God. I mean, stop the presses. I mean, who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? Why y'all making this national news? Because he's a Manning. Because he's a Manning.
What the problem is? What's the problem?
Nobody cares about Arch Manning signing with the Texans. Nobody thinks he's gonna be like his uncles. By the way, nobody thinks that.
So, he might be better than his uncles. What's the problem?
I don't think that's even his uncles. Is that his cousins or something like that?
This is uncles. Stop it. This is uncle.
Oh, I don't know. It's the Mannings. You never know. When they call themselves.
Oh, now they calling. This ain't got nothing to do with it.
They sure ain't corny.
No, they ain't corny. You just a hater because my guy. It's like ain't got nothing to do with Peyton. Ain't got nothing to do with Peyton. Nothing to do with Peyton. Because he never beat Brady. Let's be honest. He never did. Correct? He never beat
Brady didn't need to.
Yeah, well, he never beat that old geezer. What's up? One time. Yeah, well, nobody cares. It's about Arch Manning.
7 rings don't count.
Yeah, no. We don't
Okay. Tom Brady's go like this. He's like this with the rings. He's like this with the rings.
I don't know who that person is. Anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with
Watch him out.
Peyton. It's about the other guy that you cannot stand.
The greatest of all time.
Guy, the greatest of all time, Eli Manning.
Who's that?
Oh, you know exactly who he is.
Kerry Collins. I mean, who's that? Sims. Sims. Who also got 2 championships?
If Eli comes back out and say, you know what, I'm gonna play one more year, I guarantee you, your old ass geezer, your old ass quarterback will be the first person to tweet, say, yeah, I want that ass. I want to whoop your ass one more time for all the.
Hell no, Tom Brady is not thinking about no damn Eli Manning. Stop it. No, he's not.
Because he won't let it go. He is still upset that he lost twice.
Well, that wasn't his fault.
So whose fault?
It's the damn offensive line that was doing their job.
So offensive line.
Yes, it was. The only reason won the damn game because of the damn Giants defense. Was Shanahan the boys and Michael Tucker the boys. Don't try to act like it was all Eli that's here today. Please.
So what about the second time?
That was Justin Tucker the boys.
Oh, that wasn't the second time because they scored.
It was all defense.
No. Well, did you not forget the beautiful throw on 3rd down that Mario Manning had all the way through the quad to the corner? Did you forget?
That was the first one. First of all, that was the first.
No, that was the second. That was in Indianapolis in the second Super Bowl. You ain't got to tell me.
Come on, we caught the. Oh, that was David Tyree. That was Tyree.
That was see. Look at you.
Okay.
I didn't say Tyree.
I mean, that's it.
That's it. He beat your guy twice. So-called the best plays in the world. First of all, I need a moment to laugh right now.
Guys, wait before you go there. Did Tom Brady get the ball? Did Tom Brady get the ball at the last minute when y'all scored a touchdown? In the second game.
He did in the second game, and then your man
what happened?
Wes Welker dropped the ball because it was
and this right. So Tom Brady had a chance to win the game, but he blew it. Why? Because of the Giants' defense was putting pressure on him. Stop it! I want to hear that.
Nope.
I want to hear it.
Do it. Nope. You are going to hear. You know why? Because it had nothing to do with the defense on that play. Because it was a critical third down, and your quarterback, your old ass geezer, threw the ball to Wes Welker, and he dropped the ball.
It's called pressure on the quarterback. That's what it's called.
I don't know about that because it was a beautiful pass. It was a perfect pass. It was perfect.
It was not a perfect pass. He overthrew Wes Welker. That's why Wes Welker didn't catch it.
No. So is Wes Welker for. So is Bill Belichick fault.
No. Brady overthrew the ball because he was under pressure to Wes Welker, and it went over Wes Welker's head. That's what happened because of the Giants' defense pressure. Whether you like to admit it or not, Mr. Wilson.
No, whether you like to admit it, Matt, I'm not. Eli Manning
did not win them games for y'all. Yeah, I know that.
Well, speaking of which, what happened last year? What's that? I need a laugh. What happened?
Well, first of all, we made it to the playoffs. That's number one. Your Giants, not even them close. When the last time you made the playoffs? When the last time you made the playoffs? When the last time you made the playoffs? No, I'm saying you're a Giant fan, right? When the last time you made the playoffs? The last time you won a Super Bowl?
No.
Oh no! When you actually took a trip to Miami with Odell Beckham Jr. the boys, and then showed up at Green Bay and got your buttons whooped because Odell Beckham Jr. the person you like to brag about, couldn't even catch a damn football like he did in Cleveland.
That's Aaron Rodgers. Watch him out. He got a championship.
Oh well, was it? Yeah, I mean. You only caught one touchdown in the first half. I mean, my God. Cooper Kupp is the only reason why the destruction of the Buccaneers defense.
So it's so fun how it's always everybody else's fault, but your quarterback had 2 interceptions in the first half. Well, everybody talking about the miraculous.
But that's the first.
Yeah, the second half.
How many points they was down in the first half?
I don't want to hit. It don't matter.
Oh no! Doesn't matter now. Did Tom Brady come back in the second half?
Mm-hmm.
It could have won a game, right? But what happened?
Cooper Kupp.
And?
Okay, Cooper Kupp. Y'all couldn't stop Cooper Kupp just like I did the first time.
The defense, right? The Buccaneers defense couldn't stop Cooper Kupp, right?
So
is that Tom Brady fault? The Tom Brady play defense? Does he play defense?
I mean, he had 2 turnovers to begin with, so if he had...
That's first half. He didn't have any in the second half. My question is, what was the reason for the Rams beating the Buccaneers? Was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense? It wasn't Tom Brady. It was a quarterback because he came back and actually tied the game, sir.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. So don't bring this on Tom Brady. It was the Buccaneers defense who couldn't get the job done and want to leave Cooper Kupp open. Excuse me?
So it's everybody else's fault. So it's Bruce Arians' fault. No. It's Antonio Brown's fault. That was the Bucs' defense fault. It's everybody's fault but the quarterback, right?
Tom Brady has nothing to do with that. And if we would have had Antonio Brown, we would have been won this game. Period. But no, Bruce Arians want to alienate everybody. And when we want to alienate Antonio Brown like he normally do, that's why he's the coach right now. I'll tell you that.
So it's Bruce Arians' fault, right?
Of course.
So it's Antonio Brown's fault, right?
Yep.
It's offensive
that traitor. He traded Tom Brady. He's a traitor. He's a traitor to Tom Brady. That man should be nowhere near Tom Brady. After that man had brought you in, vouched for you to you be the only team we couldn't find a jam job in the first place, but he actually vouched for you to be on the Buccaneers, bring you into the man's home around his kids, around his beautiful wife and everything, and you ate avocado ice cream with this man, and then the first year you win a damn championship, and the next year all of a sudden you want to get caught with your feelings because you have issues with Bruce Arians. Okay, if you want another ring, you should actually annoy Bruce Arians and get your butt on the field and that's catch a damn football, but you had some damn ankle issues. If you had ankle issues in the first place, you should have been on the damn field in the first place. I don't want to hear that. And then you have to get Bruce Arians to get to you. Bruce Arians to get to you. I don't want to hear that. That man totally turned his back on Tom Brady.
Oh my God! Speaking of turning back on your old geezer,
Watch about.
what is best? I guess his favorite targets of all time, Rob Gronkowski.
Of course.
Has officially
Big Rob?
announced his retirement from the NFL. My question to you is, are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you sure? Are you sure, man?
Yeah, we're good.
This is the beginning of the downfall that I've been trying to tell you. But you don't want to listen to me.
See. This is how I know. This is how I know you haven't been paying attention to the Buccaneers roster. Pay attention to the Buccaneers roster.
Nobody don't care about the team.
We have some good tight ends that could replace Rob, who can catch the ball, who is much faster, and can get the job done. Okay, even though losing OJ Howard was a big thing, but OJ Howard didn't do anything last year for our team, so he needed to go. Okay, go get your money.
Last couple of years before your guy even showed up.
Get your money. I mean, he had to go. I mean, he wasn't getting open. I mean, just like Odell Beckham Jr. But I mean,
first of all, watch your mouth because OBJ got a ring. Watch your mouth.
Excuse me. Like, what's your team? What was your tight end from the Giants? It was Shumpert, the Shepherd. What was it? Ingram. What's his name? Was it Ingram?
Evan Ingram.
Yeah. Who actually left the team, which is a good thing for him. He actually prospered, being on the damn Giants. But that's another story. We're gonna be all right, okay? We're gonna be all right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to the Super Bowl, and Tom Brady is gonna get his eighth ring. You can book it. As a Rob, we appreciate you, brother. He's one of my favorite tight ends of all time, besides Shannon Sharp.
There he is.
Shannon Sharp is my favorite tight end of all time. And I believe Rob is second to Shannon Sharp. Even though Rob got more chips than Shannon Sharp, but Shannon Sharp talent wise is way better than Rob. Anyway,
Elway Sharp is one of the best top 5.
Shannon Sharp is the greatest tight end of all time.
Absolutely.
He's the greatest tight end of all time.
Absolutely. He's better than Gronk, in my opinion.
Got 2 rings, by the way.
Okay, well, man.
I'm just saying Shannon Sharp got 2 rings, but he's my favorite tight end of all time. And I will put Rob second. I will put
Dan Phelps, not Kellen.
No, I will pick Gonzalez as number 3.
Tony Gonzalez. Oh yeah, he's
Tony Gonzalez number 3.
All right, okay, that's cool. I respect that.
But yeah,
You'll be all right.
Rob.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, Rob deserved it, but he deserved to retire. No, he deserved.
Oh, this is the second time he retired.
So I mean, you never know. he can have a revelation, a reveal of him. Hey, my boy Tommy, the tight ends on the team ain't doing too swell. They follow the rules and regulations and plays well. So I might could come back and actually help this team to make the playoffs. I mean, you never know when it comes to Rob. I mean, all you're gonna do is just party and drink liquor all goddamn day. But Rob, we wish you the best. And anytime you want to come back to the team, you can do that, brother. But in the meantime, we got a bitch in the handle. We got an 8th ring going on right here when it comes to Tom Brady.
Are you going to sit here and say that y'all going to win another championship? Is that what you're saying right now?
Let me hear what I said. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to the Super Bowl this year. This year is the last year of Tom Brady demanded to come back for no reason. The man is going to the Super Bowl. He's going to beat the Rams in the conference finals. and go to the Super Bowl and beat whoever in the AFC. Nobody cares. Okay, it's a lot going on in the AFC right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a
There's a
lot.
lot going in the AFC. What are you talking about?
I mean the NFC. Excuse me. There's a lot going on in the NFC because they're in the NFC. I'm sorry.
What? What have you been watching this all season? See, this show probably.
I made a mistake. I said the Buccaneers is in the AFC, right?
No, the Bucks are in the NFC. Look at you.
Oh, NFC. Right.
See, you were so addicted.
So the Broncos in the NFC?
No, the Broncos are in the AFC. Where have you been the last?
That's what I said. They're in the AFC. The Broncos, the Raiders, and all them.
Yes, AFC West.
Right. The AFC, right? They got to figure out who's going to be the top tier in that conference. But when it comes to the NFC, it's all Tom Brady because he's going to beat the Rams in the conference finals and go to his Super Bowl and get his knife ring.
Just like you said last year, right?
Yeah, but he got screwed last year. He got screwed, but we're going to talk about it right now.
So now we're talking about controversy. So now it's alleged controversy.
I said that from the beginning. It was a controversy. I told you that.
What controversy could you possibly be talking about?
There was an in-house conspiracy going on and an outside conspiracy going on since the Super Bowl was in LA. Of course, you want the home team that's a top tier in LA to win the Super Bowl. I mean, what's the problem?
So, for the people who are watching this show.
So, let me ask you a question.
Just breaking. No. Before you get to your question. So, I just want to break it down real quick. So, you're saying that the team from LA was hosting the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. There was a worldwide controversy to allow.
I said conspiracy.
Controversy. Oh, they all roll in the same thing.
Watch your mouth.
No, so the team from LA that plays in LA in a brand new, very beautiful stadium, might I add, very beautiful stadium.
Yeah, very beautiful. I agree with that.
Be so fly in the Super Bowl with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and the LA type performance type team, and all of a sudden there's one big ass controversy, or in your words, controversy. Is that what you're saying?
You damn right. Sound like a spirit to me.
Yeah, go and ask your question, man. You second. It's like you. I don't want to say it's like Tom Brady's not allowed to lose. The man loses. It happens. But when
they got screwed.
It's
they got screwed, man. That man got screwed by his own organization. That's how the man had to retire last year because there was so much controversy going on inside the organization he didn't want to deal with. Okay, then you have the NFL as well, having the Super Bowl in LA. You got a Showtime, Super Bowl performance by the great Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, Eminem. I mean, my God. And then you want to have Tom Brady be that figurehead for that? I mean, come on. Why not have the home team with Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford, who actually really need to prove himself to be an elite quarterback by winning the Super Bowl last year? That's part two of the conspiracy. All right? Now, at the end of the day, Tom Brady this year is going to the Super Bowl. Is going to meet whoever is the winner of the AFC, who can figure it out, whether it's the Raiders, the Chiefs, if they can get there, or it's going to be your ridiculous Chargers you like to believe in, by the way. How is the Denver Broncos? I don't care who it is. But at the end of the day, they got to meet Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. And Tom freaking Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, is going to prove why he's the greatest of all time and going to get his 8th ring. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Any
What
that?
is your question? No, because it's not going to happen.
I mean, he says so. I mean, the season hasn't started yet. You got Baker Mayfield.
No. I guarantee it's not going to happen.
All right, so we're gonna see.
I guarantee.
All right, Baker Mayfield, still in trade talks. Seattle still wants him, and the Panthers still want him. What is your thoughts on Baker Mayfield, what team is best for him? Seattle or Carolina?
I'm going to go with Seattle. Seattle seems to have a better situation than Carolina offensively. I mean, you have a number one receiver, DK Metcalf already. I mean, DK Metcalf right now is what, top 10, top 15?
Top 10.
Wide receiver? Yeah, top 10. I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely top 10.
Carolina does not even have a top 10 receiver. They don't even have a top 20 receiver or even top 30. Yes, you have Christian McCaffrey, but Christian McCaffrey, as we know, has been injury prone. So I would take a healthy Seattle revamp. Finally, it's so funny how when Russell Wilson was there, he couldn't buy an offensive line, but now all of a sudden he leaves, and now you have a revamped offensive line.
Absolutely. I make no damn sense.
Mind-boggling. But then after that, now you have DK Metcalf on that squad. You still have Tyler Lockett. I take those two on any receivers that Carolina currently has. And with the only exception would be Christian McCaffrey, but I want a full, healthy Christian McCaffrey. But since I can't get it, knowing my guy is going to be injury prone, and I'm not going to be hogging the ball, giving the ball to him 30, 40 times, just like all the running backs in the league right now. Obviously, I will take the better as it is with Seattle because right now, Arizona has their own DeAndre Hopkins issue. He's not playing for 6 games. The only team you really have to deal with is the Rams and the 49ers. You might be able to take one out of two from each team because you're not taking two from the Rams. We forget that. You might get one out of two out of 49ers. And you might be able to sweep the Cardinals because we don't know what about this whole Kyler Murray situation. You don't have DeAndre Hopkins and you have Hollywood Brown, who everybody think Hollywood Brown is going to be a better player just because they played together in college. Let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood Brown still has catching the ball issues. He has had a lot of horrible drops. He dropped a lot of touchdowns the last couple of years. I mean, a lot. And that was with Lamar Jackson, who is not as accurate as a quarterback. And now you're playing with a Kyler Murray who is a better accurate thrower than Lamar Jackson is. You think that's going to change? No.
I believe the Carolina Panthers is the best fit for him because you do have McCaffrey that's come off injury. They need to fix up their offensive line a little bit more, make a little tweaks here and there. You still had a good wide receiving core. I just think going to the Seahawks is not a good situation. No, regardless of how good their offensive line is, even though you have DK Metcalf, I believe that going to the Panthers, you can actually elevate the Panthers even more because I don't think Baker Mayfield on the Seattle Seahawks, even being coached by Carroll, they don't have a running game. They never had a running game. So he be throwing the damn ball like 40 times a game. And with the Panthers, that would be less of him throwing the damn football, handing off to McCaffrey, who one of the greatest. I want to say one of the greatest, but he's one of the good quarterbacks in the league right now. What I said?
Quarterbacks.
Oh, one of the good running backs right now.
That's true.
I believe,
but as I said, he's been injury prone.
yeah, but he's a two-way player, so you can actually work off of that. And the only reason he got hurt is when he's being tackled. He can also catch the football, so he's a good wide receiver for you as another option who actually can, reduce that injury of him running the damn football. So I believe him going to the Panthers is good for Baker and it's also good for the Browns. Because the Browns, not know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. They've been actually conversations with the player association and with the NFL as totally went to shits because over Deshaun Watson or what needs to happen, how many games need to be suspended and stuff like that. But meanwhile, if you could bring Donald over, right, him being that second backup, and actually him being a starter to the Sean Washington gets back from his suspicion is actually good for the Browns.
Hmm.
So I think that is a good situation for Baker going to the Panthers than actually going to the Seattle Seahawks. Nobody want Drew Lock, bro. I'm just saying.
I agree with you.
Any we got Forbidden Door the Sunning going on. Any match you actually looking forward to for AEW
Um,
Forbidden Door?
the IWGP World Championship. I believe is it a tag team? I believe it's a fatal four way. The Rainmaker, Okada. If you've never watched this dude wrestle, please do. Like, look it up on
Yes.
YouTube. Like, this dude is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Even in TNA,
Okada,
he wrestled with TNA for a couple of a
right,
while.
right, 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 right. But it was under the whole Green Hornet gimmick after the movie came out, the corny ass movie came out, the reboot.
Right,
But then he went back to New Japan and became the actual Rainmaker as he is now.
right.
Okada, Jay White, Adam Cole, and I believe is it who's the fourth person? Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
I believe that's the match. I want to see. Also want to see who goes up against Zack Sabre Jr. I might have an idea, but I'm not sure because it's a guy that's not in AEW right now, and it would be very interesting. Um, I'm not sure, but first of all, AEW got a whole rash of injuries right now.
All
So
right.
right now they're just first of all, I guess it's okay because since they have over 400 people on the damn roster,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have the AEW Dark, and now you got currently Rampage, and they got
What's
this,
nobody
you got
watch?
that.
Nobody
What
watch
Dark?
Dark. I don't watch Dark. Nope.
No,
I watch. I watch.
I will personally admit I watched at least an
Rampage.
episode or two because I was bored.
Okay, that makes sense. I watch Rampage and Dynamite. That's all I watch. I watch
Correct,
Dark on YouTube. It's
right?
stupid.
Because that's all it is on YouTube. It's like let's remember when we were watching the days of Velocity and Heat, we were actually watching.
On official networks as well.
Right there on Fish
It
Network.
was good matches too.
They're pretty good matches because let's remember, like Brian Danielson, he was on that. He was wrestling John Cena at that time. He was wrestling a lot of people at that time.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
let's not forget about that.
And AEW got a lot of no names that they signed in. Like if you watch the Rampage right now, they got you know Debbie and Martinez against these two other chicks in a tag team match.
So
Like who the fuck are these
they're
people? Like what the fuck is going on?
they're what we call jobbers or enhancements.
You got need all
So
that. I mean, you got a fucking 400
well,
people on the roster. I mean, my God.
I mean they're running. They got so many people on the roster. I will agree with you. It's like, hey man, I
Yeah,
don't know.
they got to
They're
trim the
running.
fat
They
on
got
them.
some. They're gonna have to try. I've been telling you for months, man. They have so many damn factions. And my question to you is: does AEW need another world champion? Do we need another championship? Is this the answer? I guess the All Atlantic Championship. As I understand the reasoning for the All Atlantic Championship, because this is a more of a territory championship. This goes back for the territory days. I guess this is the answer to the. I guess I want to say United States Championship or Intercontinental Championship on WWE, but it doesn't look
No, that
like it or feel like it.
the TNT title is the IC title for me. The Atlantic is the television title to me going forward when it comes to AEW.
Right.
That's the way
So
I view it.
now think of now since now Ring of Honor and has Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor. Just
Yeah.
think about it right now. There are way too many championships. Now you got because not now you got the AEW with New Japan. Now you have Ring of Honor titles, you have AEW titles, and now you have IW. Now you got New Japan titles. How many more titles do y'all need?
And Impact as well.
And
Gotta have a
Impact,
relationship with
exactly.
Impact.
And they have a relationship with Impact, so if they want to bring those titles on. I understand it, and that's not from it. That's not AAA Mexico too. because I
Yeah,
believe
Mexico. Well, yeah,
FTR. If that's
they
I want
lost
to
it
say
though. They
like
lost it though.
the FTR did lose it, but at the time they what that's like 6 titles in one company,
Yeah, they're working with other
and it
promotions to give them light
I
on
understand that,
television.
but
Which
right,
is a good move by Tony Khan, but at the end of
it's
the day,
cool,
it's like old school NWA to me,
right, exactly, and you
and they work
have
with NWA
way
as
too many
well.
titles.
So
How many titles could they possibly need?
listen, they 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 doing a good job to have the heavyweight title, AEW heavyweight title, right? I like the
Yeah,
TNT
but it's
title.
not even. But it's not. But right now it's an interim title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because CM Punk is hurt. That's why. Which
Right.
is a
That's what I'm
totally a
saying.
big mistake. Big mistake they made to make that interim title. They should
Right.
just let like WWE would never let that happen. Like, listen, he's injured, so the title is up for grabs. Like, who wants it? To make an interim title is like you totally
Right.
downplaying the winner who's gonna actually win this tournament to get the interim title. And when CM Punk comes back, oh, we have to have a match to who's the real world champion. And like, it's fucking stupid, bro. It's
It is
stupid.
stupid.
It's stupid.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, I like what they do with the women's division. The who's need to be tied up a little bit. They bring in a lot of good players. Sasha Banks actually been released from the WWE. I believe she might be going to AEW, which makes a lot of sense at the end of the day.
Uh, we don't have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah, it depends on how contract is. I don't know if she has to, wait
They
a
say
couple of
that she
years.
got released. They say she got released, but I'm not so sure. I don't know yet.
Yeah, yeah. So let's say she did got released, right?
Right.
Depending on her contract and the agreement, so that
Hmm.
she would have to wait a year to sign with AEW.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it's up to AEW, is that worth it? Yes, it's worth it because you adding, some credibility to your roster and having these no names at WD. I mean, oh my god, and
Right.
adding some NXT talent like what's her name, Athena, who is
Athena,
Amber
yes.
Moon, who's Amber
Amber Moon,
Moon,
WWE. Right.
Tony Storm. I think DMD could do work with anybody in that women's division. Um, but it's actually going to expose your TBS women's champion, which is Cargo, who
Right.
doesn't have good ring
Right.
experience, and her adding those two people like Red Velvet who are good in the ring, and the other one from who came from Impact is very good. They actually can
Right.
teach her some things, but
Right.
her being undefeated, that has to lose some. Once you add Sasha Banks to that roster, that title, Sasha winning the title on her shoulder because you did a bad
I agree.
job with Ruby Riott coming. Like you have a Ruby Riott who's fresh over WWE, one of the most popular women wrestlers in that company, and you bring her to your company and you actually downplaying her.
Hmm.
Ruby Riott needs to be in a title
These are
division.
these are well. She has the same problem right now in AEW.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's the same problem. It's the same thing.
She shouldn't even have that problem.
She shouldn't have that problem. The minute she came in, you did her right by putting her in the tournament, but she should have beaten Britt Baker a long time ago. I
Exactly.
understand they use it as a future storyline, but you don't need Britt Baker, who's already beyond popular, winning the Oral Heart tournament. We could have Ruby Riott, or excuse me, Ruby Soho win that. Same thing I have a problem with Liv Morgan in WWE. She shouldn't be taking pins. You should be building her up to be the next star because, my opinion, not just saying because Liv Morgan is my crush, I'm saying that after you have the Charlottes, the Biancas, the Baileys, of course Charlotte is Charlotte. You got the Beckys, the Oscars, the Rondas. I just named those 5 right now who are in WWE. The next person best up, you don't have anybody. You got to have. I think Liv Morgan is that next person. If Liv, they gotta have Liv Morgan win this Money in the Bank contest.
And that's the way they be putting it. They
She's
give a
the
lot of camera time.
only She's the only one that I think will benefit immensely. Not Raquel Rodriguez because she's too early. I love Shotzi and she's my other crush, but she's too early for her too. Not Lacey because first of all you brung her back as a face, then you brung her back as a heel, and now you don't know what the hell to do with her. And then you're not. I don't know who else is even in the damn match. It's too you don't need Oscar as a Money in the Bank contract back to back to back. You don't need that. I understand she just came back, but you don't need Oscar win her or Becky if she gets in the match to win Money in the Bank. You don't need none of them. This is why you have young stars. You have the Raquels. You have I don't even know Xia Li. She's not even in. You got the Raquels. Like, hell, put Shayna Baszler in the damn match. Build her
Hello.
up to have Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. It's right there. They used to train together, and it was with the Horsewomen versus the MMA crew. You got the right there. I have no problem with Natalya versus Ronda. I have no problem with it. But you got SummerSlam right there. Well, we know who's coming back for SummerSlam. I mean, we know who's coming back. I mean, Ronda's gonna whoop her ass again, but
Watch
not
out.
here. No, I can't say nothing. I'm just speaking truth.
Watch out. Somebody to go.
Oh, you mean the woman who's married right now?
No, she's not married. That's a storyline. But go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
I'm saying she's a storyline. Not talking about Charlotte like that. That's my boo.
Uh-huh.
You know, before Charlotte came on the scene, my boo was Medusa, aka Alondra Blaze. Shout out to Alondra Blaze and sign my autograph real quick. I love you, boo. I love you. I love you. I love you. But at the end of
It's over.
excuse me,
It's over. Can't have it. It's over.
I can't have Alondra Blaze.
Oh, Lunch Blaze, man. I thought you said Charlotte. I'm sorry.
I got it. I got Charlotte.
Nah,
Me and Charlotte are in contact with each other.
She's
You
married.
know that? She's not married. It's a storyline for Ultimate Divas. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, man, that's the end of Saucy Discourse episode
Absolutely.
22 of our season 2. Man, we got the episodes. And, bro, you got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man, we're good. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Saucy Discourse, look out for everything that we got going on. Look out what we got coming up. Because we got some big things lining up for the summer. It's getting hot. That means we might be doing something in the studio. We don't know. We got something cooking up.
Yeah, we got some
good
lineups
things coming up. We got some lineups. We probably gonna have a first official guest. We don't know yet. We gonna let you know. But we got something special. We got something special cooking up for. Just got to wait and see.
And shout out to Brooklyn Podcasting Studios. I told them earlier today.
How they looking? How we looking?
They're looking good, man. Looking good.
Yeah.
We looking on the comeback.
Yeah.
To get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Shout out to Brooklyn Podcasting Studios as well. Shout out to John and everybody in the crew over there. We're gonna be doing some things this summer. Getting back in the studio over there in Brooklyn, and we appreciate the love support you guys showed us throughout the pandemic and everything. And shout out to all the fans. We appreciate you. Make sure you go show some support. Make sure you actually subscribe. Share the podcast. Actually hit that notification button. And actually, when you hit that notification button, you get notifications when we actually are going live or we drop a new episode. Go get some official merch on Teespring. That's why we got hats, we got hoodies, we got pet hoodies, you got a dog or a cat or like that, and for the winter time, something like that. We got socks, we got everything you need going forward when it comes to Saucy Discourse.
We still
as
got
well. We got masks too. You still got masks as well.
Still got masks.
So make sure you go get some Saucy Discourse masks as well, and don't forget to follow us on all the streaming platforms we're on. The link is in the description below. We see you on episode 23. And we are out of here. Drop a saucy bomb. We out of here.
Today's price is not today's price.
Peace.